Oh, hi. Time for another chat party. Yes, it's Sunday, 4 p.m., and I'm live again for all you people who are looking forward to these things. I hope you are anyway. And today, look at this. Turn this around. Look at this. Verner's is back in stock. Yes. About time. It's been almost a year since the COVID thing started, and all of a sudden, Verner's disappeared off the shelf. And for all you who don't know, Verner's is like the best ginger ale in the universe. Yes, it's great stuff. And finally, it's back. Mmm, mmm, yum, yum, yum. That is good stuff. So all you people out there, run to your store, get some Verner's. It's delicious stuff. And if any of you people out there want to join in the fun here, we do have fun. It can be fun. Yes, Robert P. Yes, of course you can come on. I just threw the link up. And uh, yeah, oh, kind of threw me off my ID here, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get things started and hopefully have a bunch of fun and a bunch of guests and just go crazy. There's Robert P. He hasn't been on in a while. Hey, how are you, Robert?
I just shut up. I've been working hard down here, so I figured since it was already 4, I'd check to see if you were on because
Yeah,
I haven't been on in a while. So
glad to have you back. See, Nick is here, and Greg Man is here, and all good stuff. Woohoo!
I've been printing all those mini jackets I told you yesterday.
Look at that!
I got
Wow.
42 of them I have to make today. I'm
You
worn out.
you've been a busy fella of late.
Well, a gentleman decided that I work with, named Toby Milo. He wanted to release a limited edition VJ box set with only 25 copies. There's 7 CDs in each box set. So you have to make 25 times 7 when you're done.
Hmm.
And then,
Like your printer must be working overtime.
well, the printer, my burner, my everything. My little burner gave up today. It just gave up the ghost.
Ooh,
I have to order another one.
ooh.
And I got a tower burner, burns 5 at a time.
Hmm.
You put a master in, and then it burns 5 at a time.
Yeah, but that's the good thing about burning. You can just set it up and walk away. It's like one of those microwave things. You know, you set it and forget it. You know.
Yeah, I make sure my masters are made at 2x, and then I'll use them. Usually burn no faster than 8. Usually 4 to 8. Make sure it's a nice deep burn. And I use Tile Udent archival disc quality CDs.
Nice.
DRs, they're
Oh,
probably
look, Harry Humstone is here. Do you know Harry Humstone, guys?
not offhand. Let me see the comments.
He's one of those guys that goes off yard sailing and finds all these cool things.
Oh yeah, I remember him. Yeah, Ethan's there. I see.
Yeah, Ethan's here. I don't know if the link is around.
I was going to join you last night, but it was too tiring. I was out all day long.
Look, even Stevie Schnee is here. Wow.
I bought a new truck yesterday.
And Jeff is here. There's Jeff.
Oh, and I'm awake now.
Oh,
You're
Last
all
night I was nodding off. So
oh dear. I hope it wasn't our fault.
no.
Yeah, and Richard Sinopsky's here.
I thought he said he's a white male, not awake now.
No.
Look, I'm even really white because of my camera.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff, I was worried about you.
I was okay. I took a lady out to dinner last night, and I got home kind of late. So
Well, the only thing, well, I'm not talking about your personal life, but I mean, like when they show the weather on the on a thing, you know, and they show these great big green blobs,
coming that way.
and it's going right over your area. I'm going like, oh, poor Jeff. Oh,
Yeah.
not again. Oh, you just had crazy weather a few days ago. So,
We have some more coming either Monday and or Tuesday. So
gosh.
oh well. Yeah.
Oh, Harry's doing a drive-by. Okay, thanks
Yeah.
for coming, Harry. Everybody should go check out Harry Humstone. It's fun stuff. He really is.
less than 2 weeks ago, we had all that snow. Remember, Doc?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And today it's like 80 degrees. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
So
You never
And
know.
it's humid and cloudy, and
yeah. So I went for a walk and I bought a dozen eggs.
Oh, okay.
Just to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Because
Go ahead.
we had 80-degree days.
Mm-hmm.
Then it dropped to like 40s. Then we had the snow day, and then it went up and down and went up and down and all this kind of stuff. Good old JorgenS here now. Hey,
Jorgen.
Good
Yeah.
evening.
all
Good
right.
evening.
Wow.
No, I looked for the John Lennon Plasticono Band CD, the one I was going to buy, the 2-disc set. It is not in the greater Oklahoma City, Norman area.
Uh-oh.
So I have to pre-order it.
Oh, dearie.
Oh, well.
Look, Ethan's here too. I have a question for Ethan.
Okay.
Did you bring your little magical instrument there? I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. Is it still working?
Oh, yeah.
I can get it to work. I don't think anyone else would want it to.
What is it?
It's a stylophone.
Oh, okay.
Have you guys ever?
Okay.
Very impressive. Stylophone. Like when were those things made, Ethan?
I mean, they're still making them now, but I think they were originally made in the 60s.
Nick said, please don't get it to work.
The instrument everybody owns in their homes today.
Everybody should have a stylophone.
Stylophone.
It should be mandatory for everyone to have a stylophone.
Everyone with style, anyway.
Exactly.
It's almost as good as one of those theremins because yesterday was playing Telstar on it, so it sounded pretty decent. So
Now I need to buy a theremin just to annoy anyone who I haven't.
Yeah. When somebody comes on you don't like, you can go to.
Oh no, Steve's no, not that again. No. Well, yeah, but this is for all those people who missed the greatness of the stylophone.
Yeah.
So like, we've got to make it known. Oh, Jeff.
Well, almost everybody had a recorder when they were young. Or did you have to play recorder in school?
Oh yeah.
Whatever. Those were annoying.
Yeah, they gave me a triangle. I guess they couldn't trust me. Here, you get the triangle.
Better than the tuba.
Okay.
I just have a menagerie of annoying musical instruments near me. I have a cowbell, I have a tambourine, and I have a stylophone.
I wish I had some burners. All I got is this nasty.
Hey! Yes, Verner's is back in stock. I'm so glad. Like when COVID hit, it disappeared off the shelf, and it's like, what? Aren't they shipping this anymore? It's back again. Hooray!
I hope they come out with the original version of it, though.
Oh, you mean like with pure sugar or whatever?
Throwback version, because that's got the corn syrup in it. Doesn't quite taste the same.
Well, maybe, but if you compare this against any other ginger ale, this is still tops.
Well, yeah, Schweppes is all right, it's a Canada Dry's all right.
Well, yeah, Canada Dry's all right, exactly. Like when I couldn't get Verner's, I'll buy first I bought some Schweppes. Schweppes is like watered down or something. There's hardly any flavor to it. Canada Dry is better, but this stuff,
Jorgen, what's your favorite ginger ale?
Ginger ale?
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
I don't drink alcohol.
No.
No. This is like soda pop.
Ginger pop.
Soda pop. My favorite soda pop is stuff that I'm making, I think, only here in Sweden, called Trocadero.
Sounds fruity.
Is it chocolate flavor?
Yeah, it's pretty fruity. It's very, very, very great ice cold summer day.
It does sound yummy. Although my second favorite is Squirt.
That's good.
and I can't buy that over here. So it's probably been a good year since I've had a can of squirt.
Great. I'm going to take something that everybody knows, actually. Then I think a great one is Coca-Cola Zero, because with all respect for the original, but the Zero is most soothing a cold day, actually.
Mm. I just like
warm day. Sorry, a warm day. I mean a warm day.
Yeah, I used to
throw us fat people.
I used to mix Canada Dry and cranberry juice. It's good.
Mm. Mm. And don't forget to try milk and Pepsi too.
Oh, sounds dreadful.
Is that a thing?
That is a thing. That was a thing. Yes.
Oh, Black Cow.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I haven't seen Joe Cola in a while either. I don't even know if it still exists. Like I had seen it once, but haven't seen it in a long time.
I used to drink it in the 90s, but I haven't had it in years.
Yeah. Do they still make it? That's the thing.
I don't know.
Hmm. You know, so something. You know, like what's the one? Pepsi Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Pepsi Blue.
Pepsi Blue. Remember Pepsi Blue?
No, I don't.
It tasted like bubble gum.
Oh, did it? Okay. No,
Yeah.
I never.
Because you're like, look, it's Pepsi Blue.
I mean, Pepsi Clear with nothing in it. Clear. That was.
I know about Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, Crystal Pepsi. Yeah, they've brought that back, but I mean, like, it's like, so what? It's cola and it's beer. Ooh,
was it mixed though? Coca-Cola and other tastes? Or was it just the blue taste?
The blue one tasted like bubble gum. At least
okay, they did other stuff than cola also.
Yeah, well, they've cherry cola, and actually they had a lemon cola out a few years ago, and I liked that.
Yeah, they have this vanilla cola here in Sweden, and it tasted like shit. I hated it. It was crappy enough.
No, I didn't like the vanilla one either.
Remember the days when there only was one taste, and that was the original, and now they're going to have 9 million other tastes that nobody asks for?
Have you tried Crystal Gravy?
No.
No.
I guess I should be thankful.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to give Jorgen a chance to promote himself, because I think he's got a vinyl CD update. Do you?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it says right in the thing. Vinyl CD update, and then the rest is the cut off. You can tell.
It's only a couple of hours old, so it's
fresh.
Very fresh.
Fresh stuff.
Fresh vinyl CD update.
Hot out of the oven.
A lot of jazz.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is when you come on a show, you get to promote your latest thing, like, Jeff, what's your latest thing?
Yeah. Huh? What's my latest thing? My last CD I bought was the John Lennon Give Me Some Truth CD set.
Ah, yeah.
I haven't bought anything since then. I've been wanting to get Plastic Ono Band, but not yet.
See, everybody's got something to promote.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to promote my latest movie.
Yeah.
Everybody go out and see it. I'm promoting Werner's.
Mm-hmm.
No paid advertising. I'm doing it for free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for the Michael Nesmith one that I wanted. I'm waiting for that to come out. A different drum outtake thing he's got, brand new. They delayed it to May, and now they're delaying it all the way to June 1st. So,
who are these 7A records? Where did they come from?
7A.
Yeah, that's all the new Nesmith and all the new Dolan's stuff. So on 7A records.
I guess I didn't pay attention.
I've never heard of them. All of a sudden, they're a thing. So as long as they make good stuff.
I got their live album. That was really nice. The double album. That was Mickey and Mike show. That was good quality. I got that on CD and vinyl. Had it on sale one day for $11.99 for the double vinyl.
Wow. What was that? Was that an online sale, or did you?
It was Amazon. One day they just had it for $11.98. So
the deal of the day from Amazon.
Gave it to my kid because she's 36 now. Maybe not kid, but 38 maybe. I forget. I forget how old they are sometimes.
Oh, look at! I just realized I just happen to have a monkey shirt on.
Oh.
Yay! How can we?
Well, I go to the record store at my house and I buy dollar albums sometimes if they seem to be decent, and I'll give her some different music because I just bought her a record player for Christmas, trying to get her interested in vinyl. And I buy her some jazz. I buy her some old time. I bought the Anticipation Girl, who's a Carly Simon. I bought her that album because I like it a lot. I like the cover too. And then I bought her Sergio Mendes and Best of Bread, just so she could get some interesting old stuff.
If you want to know about jazz, just go like this and ask Jorgen. He knows everything about jazz.
Not everything. Not everything, though.
Yeah, but you're pulling, look, here's, the Count Basie's, and here's the,
I can show everything, but I don't know everything.
You just have everything.
I just have it.
You just have a stack like this. And this is what I'm going to show for the next hour. Tune in next week and see another stack.
I buy the records, but I have no clue what I buy.
I buy jazz in 52 and go to about 67, maybe push 70. I really don't like much stuff after 70. It just gets too unorchestrated, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. It's all over the place. Like Pat Metheny, things like that. I just can't understand how they just keep everyone's playing something different. I don't like it. I like that.
And I have also I can't stand also the kind of modern fusion, avant-garde, free jazz style. I want the classic swing, bebop, big band, hard bop, cool jazz. Those is what I want. But the modern jazz, I want the rhythm. That is what I want. I want the rhythm.
I guess hard bop is where I really like it a lot, like the Blakeleys and the different things like that. I like him. He's one of my best artists. Mobley, I got about 42 of his.
Hank Mobley is good.
I really like Lee Morgan stuff. I mean, there's a lot of mix there. You get melody, you get some hard, you get some soft.
But it's very interesting because I think before I started Vinyl Community, it was very impossible for me to listen to any kind of jazz that was newer than 1955. After I started Vinyl Community, I started to bend the lines a bit and listen a lot more to 60s and hard bop style than I did before.
I stop at 70 usually. Usually that's about my line, 67 to 70. I kind of like give up. And I'll go 50 up to 52, maybe down to 52. But when you go past 52, like you get the 40s, it's all right. I just find it more towards a mixture between the big band and jazz, I get a little bit of
I usually go after what Duke Ellington once says. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got a swing. It's got to have a rhythm.
And you got to swing too.
Even classical. I have lots of classical. But I like, what do you call it? I like the overtures, the loud stuff,
I need the sound effect. Boing! When Jeff pops out. Yeah. Boing, just go boing when you pop in.
I can give it a shot.
Or boing. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, actually, I had never heard of this hard bop until a week ago. I'm going like,
well, I don't know if I responded to your comment, and
I've never heard of it.
Hard bop is kind of a bebop, but with a whole lot less melody and a whole lot more improvisations.
Yeah, well, that must be when you get these jazz records that are like, okay, everybody play something different.
No, but one by one, not at the same time as in free jazz and Dixieland.
Boing! Ethan, that was your cue.
Oh. No.
I like
just be ready. I'll let you know.
Pop, and they can go all over the place, but I like them.
The ring.
I can do that.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Get ready. Get ready. Here it comes. Ready? There we go.
Could use that as a telephone signal.
Oh, well, it works. We need a sound effect for when Jeff goes in and out.
Yeah, when I go in and out.
Yeah.
That fly thing that used to go. Woo.
But if you're going to work, I think Ethan needs to know by Jeff when it's going out. Because if you do it afterwards, on the corner, you have to do is synchronize it.
Yeah. I usually put a funny sound in my headphones, and then I know, something's going to happen. So
a little less harsh on me.
So I don't know.
Turn off the light.
Well, when Jorgen shows his records, he's got like a stack like this, You know, and like I got some Dave Brubeck, and I've got some Dilly Gillespie, and I've got some of this, and a lot of those ones are EPs, I think, because they got 4 songs on them.
Well, EPs I have in a box, so I don't stack them. I just pull it from the box.
Well, yeah, it's like.
But I need to stack them as I pull them. I need to put them somewhere.
It's a ton, and you're only up to.
Yeah, but I only one part left in the jazz EP series. Only one third and final part coming up.
Thank you. Yeah, the band who will never be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, they still sell merchandise for all us fans. Yes. So, like,
I bet you half of those bands in that Hall of Fame never had their own finger puppets.
No.
This is true. I'm saying, like, so where is the Paul Revere and the Raiders shirts?
Mm-hmm.
No. I seen an ad for the Ed Sullivan show coming up. I think might be tonight. It's on MeTV or Decades or one of those. And they were going to have the Beach Boys, the Stones, and like a whole bunch. Like, I'm so wow, that'd be worth watching. Like I can't even imagine the Rolling Stones on Ed Sullivan. Why is that not a thing? Why was that kind of passed over?
I remember.
The Rolling Stones.
Because they suck.
Well, no, I think they were pretty good. The Stones were, but when the Stones were on Ed Sullivan, why was that not like a something that everyone took notice of, or something? I don't understand that. Hey, James, Lennon.
Oh, yeah. Long time no see. It was a long time ago, James.
Yeah, I'm just eating my dinner, so I'm gonna close my camera off while I eat, and I'll still be with you.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
They filmed the Stones differently on Ed Sullivan because they didn't want them all dancing around, and then they made them change the lyrics to let's spend time together. And it affected the way they felt about how they did the show. So they didn't have as much energy, I think.
Here's a panel question. Do you guys like McCartney's "Give My Regards to Broad Street" movie? No.
It's in my heart somewhere.
It's there.
It's nice to watch maybe once a decade, and that's about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. It's just a stupid movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Paul has no idea how to write a movie. Like, oh, look, written by Paul McCartney. Yeah, but you wrote Magical Mystery Tour too. Look how that turned out.
Yeah.
So like,
I think I saw it on HBO or something. I've never owned a copy of the movie. So.
No. Wow. Well, Greg, man, he doesn't like it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I have Magical Mystery on DVD.
Just in case Mirror Image wants to come around, give him a link.
But the panel's filled out.
Not exactly.
6?
Oh.
You know, I'm sorry, James, but when people come on and say, "Hi, I'm here. I'm going to eat," and then why did you come on in the first place?
That's great, Docs. That's how you welcome people.
well, this is true. You know, like, "Hi, I'm here, but I'm going to leave."
Oh, yeah. Bye.
No, Mirror Image. I will happily trade for an actual person than an avatar. The Stones' performance of Ruby Tuesday on Sullivan's one of my favorites. He didn't say which song they were going to do.
Take the dogs for a walk. All right.
Just before he did Thomas the Tank Engine. No, I think there's a 30-year gap between that.
Stones did a really good performance of Have You Seen Your Mother, Baby, Standing in the Shadow on Ed Sullivan.
Yeah, that was a good one. Mm-hmm.
Say hi to Fit to be Tie-Dye. He's going to take the dogs for a walk. Cool.
The last jazz that I purchased on actual vinyl. That's a good one.
I never heard of that one, but I heard of I Quebec and Louis Hayes and Sonny Clark.
So that's a new Tone Poet release, and this is a little bit older one.
Whoa. Which day is then? When was those recorded?
You're not talking to an expert when it comes to Duke Ellington. I'd have to go look it up. I bought this from Davis. He had a sale one time. I figured I'd give it a shot. I didn't have Duke Ellington. I bought one for me and one for my daughter.
Yeah.
And then
great.
I bought this about 8 months ago when they had it out. I really love this album. I touted it for the first month, and people started yelling at me like, "Was that all you know?" I've got about 10 Lou Donaldson CDs. This is the one album I thought was worth getting, and I really enjoy the quality of it. And I like the first song too. It's "Ode to Billy Joel" and a few others. It just has a certain feel to the album that reminds me of my 1960 childhood, around 65 area, and it just reminds me of that. Even though the song's a little older than that.
I hate to say it, but I actually have no Lou Donaldson albums. That is one musician that is very underrated in my collection, unfortunately.
Well, he's got one that's better than this. I think it's called Blue, not Blue. Something about Blue. My brain's foggy right now. I'd have to look it on my list because I've got maybe 300 or 400 jazz CDs, but album-wise, I've only got maybe less than 50. I'm not a big fan of vinyl. I love vinyl, but I'm not a big fan of vinyl because this costs, let's say, $35, and I can get it on CD for $16 on sale. And I can't hear that big a difference.
I bought a whole lot of jazz this week. I'm showing them in my vinyl CD update, and I showed them last week also at this stream. But I can show one that I have listened to that I highly recommend, and this Mel Powell.
Mel Powell, never
Mel
heard of
Powell was the man who, when Teddy Wilson couldn't be didn't have time for Benny Goodman. Benny Goodman called in Mel Powell, and this is a group that he had. He was also part of Glenn Miller's World War II orchestra, and this was a minor group inside of that orchestra. And this is radio recordings, radio shows with this very much. Not easy to find bands. I'm very happy. It's really great 40s swing, small band swing.
Now that's more towards the 40s.
Wow. Yeah, it's from 1944. Glenn Miller is probably here, so it got to be before 1945. Or else he had died.
But these were the newest ones I picked up about 3 weeks ago, and I haven't been out to a record store in at least through that 3 weeks. So.
Now, can you answer this? Like, why is early 20th century jazz better sounding back then than today? Why would that be?
I think a lot of them from the mid 50s and 60s sound fantastic.
I'm no expert of sound quality, but I do like also early 20s jazz because it's pretty cozy and so on. But almost all they are transformed either from some kind of I don't know what it's called in English, but those kind of early tapes and or 78s or LAC records.
Well, look at the microphones that they had then. We're still trying to emulate a lot of those now. The actual. I think something to do with the live recording, the mic. It was just a lot more ambiance to the recording. Now they're overdubbing and going back and forth, and they got 8 tracks and 20 tracks. This was like they went in and they just boom recorded it live.
So one take.
I think piano rolls was what I was. Piano rolls was.
And the something to do with the mics too. I really believe some the pickup. I hear some of the stuff from the 50s in stereo and mono, and it's so much better than things they did in the 70s. It's like, wow, it's completely different.
I guess. So it must be similar to like even what the Beatles did with their first album. They dashed it off in like 13 hours, and their second one took even longer.
Something about the energy of something being recorded live, because you used to just start the orchestra up, the guy would come in sing, and they would put 4 mics up and record it. They had to
the room they were in.
Then also it has to do, of course, how much they're washing their recordings before they put it on any kind of format, CD or LP, vinyl, washing them so it's afterwards so it sound better. I think that don't wash them too much, because I like when you're scratching a little bit and it sounds very ancient. Then if it sounds like it's new recorded this year and then it happens to be from the 30s, I think that is pretty false. It's going to sound old if it is old.
Well, now, what is this? Does that look like a box set?
Yeah. If someone wanted to, someone sent it for free, but yeah, someone gave it to me for free. I've got the CD version of it.
I love Frank Sinatra.
It's cassettes.
Cassettes? What? I didn't expect that.
Well, somebody said, "Here, Robert, I know you like Sinatra. Here's the cassettes." I'm like, I don't even have a cassette player, and I have the same set. And this is Reprise collection's good. The Capitol's good.
Oh.
I'm not a big fan of the Columbia Sinatra, but some of it. But this is the better stuff from the '65 up, I guess you'd call it. And then the other things, Capitol has some good recordings. It's just a bad set, but what am I going to do with it? You know?
You're late, Ethan. Come on.
Ethan wants it. It'll cost me $40 to ship it to him. So. Now,
Sinatra was at the best in the early years when it was with Tommy Dorsey, so got a little too much entertainment music afterwards. But when it did albums with Quincy Jones arrangements, those are great. But otherwise, I preferred the earlier.
This is Quincy Jones stuff. I enjoy the late '50s and early '60s for him.
It's a little too much with these Strangers in the Night and those kind of Nelson Riddle. I hate Nelson Riddle's arrangement. I think they're pretty boring.
Everyone has their taste. I enjoy that swinging stuff. Swinging for lovers and all that. No, I enjoy it.
But did you know you were getting into cassettes when you bought that?
I didn't buy it. Someone gave it to me. Here, I think you like Sinatra. Have this.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, what is cassette?
I didn't know what cassette till I got it home, and I'm like, okay, what am I?
It's still basically a keepsake in a way, because like even some of us are buying old media things like, look, I've got the Beatles on Edison cylinder, yay! It's
in the '70s and things. I made my own. I never bought a pre-recorded cassette in my life. I had reel-to-reel. I would buy the album, make a reel-to-reel tape from the album, then make a cassette from the reel-to-reel, and then that's what I would do. I'd do the reel at 15.5 or 7.5 inches per second, and I'd make it from my master, and I'd call the reel-to-reel my master, and never touch the album again. And that way, when I opened my record store, I had 2,000 albums to start.
Jorgen, look, Christopher bought some jazz records today.
Good stuff.
Ooh, wow.
Now, when Christopher, though, I don't think is Count Basie and Tommy Dorsey. But I hope it's really good jazz anyway.
Now, Jorgen, have you ever seen the jazz documentary by Ken Burns?
I have them all recorded on VHS.
There you go. Okay.
Great documentary.
There you go. That is
really
good.
great documentary. Even though there are some faults, some stuff that he forgets, some names that he are really big for the jazz, but he definitely is overlooking. So it's not perfect, but it's great.
Yeah, well, I think it goes for like 10 hours or something. It's long, but
it's a good
documentary.
Shows like that help to introduce people to new music if they didn't see it.
Christopher says he's got McCoy Tyner Enlightenment.
I haven't listened all that much to McCoy Tyner, but I like the other that is Sonny Rollins. I like Sonny Rollins a lot. So that one sounds really interesting.
I got Colossal. I don't have anything but Colossal by Sonny Rollins. That's all I have.
Man.
All right. And Larry Coryell, Fairyland. Oh, I'm sorry. We're giving Robert B. a headache?
I never heard of Larry Coryell.
Ow!
This is why I don't do a channel, because I don't have enough entertainment for people for more than an hour.
Oh.
I mean, I'll watch Beatles, you know.
Well, that's why we have to lean on James Winston.
Beatles. That's all I have is Beatles.
Oh, we hate Beatles here.
Who are they?
Oh no.
Canadian Beatles,
Yeah, who are they?
made in Canada down there by Ringo's elbow.
Yeah, they'll never amount to anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll never be as big as the Dave Clark 5.
exactly. Yeah,
No, never.
never. Ah,
Amateurs.
Clark 5's cool.
Who keeps making that noise?
And
This
that-
isn't even that entertaining for me, and I'm the one making the noise. I have to. It's real contortion trying to twist this knob fully.
wait,
Wow.
hey, Ethan, are you ready? Here we go. Ready? Get ready.
Hold on. Twisting the knob.
Okay, tell
I'm
me when
ready.
you're ready.
Alrighty.
Wait. That sounded like he fell over.
Dang.
And wait, he's not even there?
Oh, you are such a card, Jeff.
Mhm.
actually made in the 60s or something that replicates a product from the 60s.
It replicates a product from the 60s.
So it's
Too
not-
funny. All right.
People, the originals from the 60s were probably smashed out of frustration a long time ago.
I don't even remember them, to be honest with you.
No.
There was one of these on Space Oddity by David Bowie.
Ooh.
I know the sound. I just don't remember the product being available. I mean,
No. No, it wasn't until yesterday that Ethan brought this up. I'm like, what is that? You know, it looks like a little transistor radio.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, exactly. And
I thought that sound was a theremin myself. I thought, oh,
Yeah.
you got a theremin now.
it's very theremin-like.
Yeah.
that's probably what influenced it when they came out.
Mhm.
But it was amazing because he hadn't had batteries in it for who knows how long.
Like
He opened
2 or
up-
3 years.
Yeah, he opens up the back and it's all gut inside or whatever.
Mhm.
The batteries had exploded.
Yes,
Gooey.
you know, full of acid and who knows what. But well, I'll put a couple batteries in it, and by golly, didn't it come to life? And it's with us here
If
today.
that's what you want to call coming to life.
Yes, the
Hmm.
entertainment value is immense.
It's good stuff.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm loving your monkeys t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
All right. Yes.
I got an album over there hanging up that all four of them signed in 1967 at a radio show.
Nice.
At a radio station, I should say.
Mm.
Mhm.
What's
Yeah.
radio?
Well,
What is it?
I explain to you later, Ethan. I explain to
Okay.
you later.
I actually don't listen to radio except for the news in the morning. But
I don't think anybody listens to radio anymore, do they?
to me,
Well, I listen to Sirius XM, and that's the radio. I listen to Breakfast
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Beatles during the week.
Video killed the radio
This
star.
is my radio these days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting because when I was young, in the 80s, I actually lived by the radio. I recorded from radio, tons of cassettes. Today, I listen to one show a week. Otherwise, it's podcasts and old radio shows.
Wow.
But it's basically the same thing with television. You know, like,
Yeah.
I'll put it on to watch Channel 7's news report and the weather and all this kind of stuff. But after that, click.
Yeah.
on this in Detroit area, they had a ABX, and at night they would play with the deep tracks. Get your recorder out or whatever, and you record all these really hard to find live shows and things that played in the FM radio was new at that time in the mid 70s. You know,
Mhm.
they played a lot of deep stuff, but now
They're called podcasts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just stick one of these in my car, and it's got like 4,000 songs on it.
I
I can put it on.
Equinox won't take a USB stick. I don't know why. It has it listed, but it won't play.
I just put a new song on it the other couple of days ago. Little Eva doing the Megillah.
I don't know.
I didn't know she did anything more than locomotion.
No, oh yes, doing the Megillah. I found it this week on YouTube by accident or however. And I says, I like that. Grab my little thingamabob and put it on there. So
Now all you need is that Chubby Checker song about doing the Freddy.
oh, that's Freddie.
Ready. Oh, we lost Jeff again.
You're sleeping, Ethan. You're sleeping.
Well, he's unpredictable. Sometimes he stays on for 5 minutes. Sometimes he disappears within 40 seconds.
No, you're going to be
And
right.
the volume's turned down. I turned the volume down.
You just fell off.
Wait. He's back. Ethan, get ready. Ethan, ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
I'm not sure. I think you killed him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ethan, the jingle master.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to make Doc a jingle.
Oh.
I'm going to make him a theme song.
Oh, wow. That'll be something.
On
And
that one?
Well, it'll be this. You know, I might put in some experimental Mellotron.
Mhm.
But Indie Disc, isn't there one of these in there? It's 2021 card. Just grab one of these things and fill it full of music and plug it in, and you got your own radio station. No commercials, no nothing. Christopher only listens to Dio. It's kind of narrow-minded, but okay.
More Beatles stuff. I picked this up from Japan.
Oh, wait. We gotta make it big.
Okay, it's Rachel. It's Rachel.
It's a reproduction from
What is that? What is that?
the box set by World Records.
Oh yeah.
They came out with, and they released it, and someone in Japan did, but they took it from the cassettes, so you can hear
Oh.
in the headphones. You can hear a little bit of these are real silver CDs. You can hear a little bit of the hiss between every song.
Mm-hmm.
Sets, but if you're playing on a normal system, it's pretty good quality. But it just came with the regular Japanese sticker, so I made a little booklet to go with it.
Looks nice.
A picture of the poster that originally came with it.
Ooh.
I made this little booklet to go with it that showed the inners of the box and then
Nice.
each sleeve that came with the original, and then what one of the records looked like. And then I reproduced the cover. I think Paul showed you it last week. I wasn't sure. I reproduced this and all the discs with the actual Parlophone labels and redid the entire set. Because this set cost $100 online, which is ridiculous. But I bought one to work with it. So I made my own booklets, my own thing. I reproduced this, and I put all the CDs properly. And now I'm remastering it so you don't have that annoying between each song, the annoying hiss. So when it's completely finished, I'll add it to my catalog of Beatle things that I recreate, in a better condition.
Am I going to respond to Rachel?
Yeah, there it is. That one.
Rachel, I think it is the 30 last seconds of the final song, because then I know that the album is over. The other songs, I don't remember how they are actually, more than they suck.
Ah.
And
Okay.
that's the Jeff. I got the CD version.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get.
Yeah. Did you know the Beatles were actually from Liverpool? What a coincidence.
Yeah.
It's
All
it's worth getting. If you don't have it, it's worth getting because they did a really good job. Whether it's vinyl or CD, the quality is very good.
Yeah.
I still prefer the remix version that came out in 2000.
Hey, Rachel.
Released on Ryco through Capitol. That's a very nice version. But this is the next best thing, because the one they did in 2010 Signature Series, I didn't like it at all. So if you have a choice, buy this one or the one from 2000.
Okay.
So overall, this
See you
is
later, Ethan.
worth every penny. I think it was $18.
The stand-in.
Jorgen, we'll need you to do that again because we have another guest all the way from Australia.
I said we didn't make the noise.
Time to wake up, Paul. Paul. Yoo-hoo, Paul.
Okay.
He's busy in no, Yoko. Oh no.
That is what I said when that John Lennon said when he saw Yoko naked the first time. Oh no!
Probably. Hi, mirror image. You're up. Yes.
Something tells me that it isn't outside. Actually,
You're on. Oh, wait a minute. He's got no
Sorry,
sound.
I had the thing muted. How are you guys? How is
There he is.
everyone?
There he is. Yay.
Sorry, looks like I'm in the snow. It's early in the morning here. It's freezing.
Yeah. Oh, crikey.
interesting. You're having a leather jacket and cap, and then you're sitting outside where it's sunny and in the hills. And
Yeah, a bit of John Ford for you guys. I think, are you all Canadians? Is there any Americans?
Just me and Lennon.
All right. That's
Right.
tribute to John Ford. That's Monument Mountain.
That's for all the Canadian friends.
Nice.
The this
He
is what I
does
said.
the best stuff.
When I mentioned mini LP CDs, that's what these are.
Mm.
The mini LP, but it's a CD. It's just designed exactly like the original.
Crazy stuff. Look at that.
I sent a set of this to Rachel.
Twist and shout. Wow.
These
Ooh.
that I recreate from the original LPs. Transferred
That
from
is
the
so
original.
cool.
I got the original labels and everything.
Magic.
The butcher one too. So there's 5 I've done. These are the mono and the stereo on one disc because I don't want to make 2 discs. I'm not that big a fan of Canadian.
Wow.
These are my masters that I do, and then
Impressive.
people will order them if they want them.
I'm not sure where this buffalo comes in. What's this about?
I don't know.
You know, like, oh, maybe he's talking about your background. Like it looks like it's out in the Wild West. You're hunting for buffalo.
I like
It's Monument Mountain. I don't know. Is that in Buffalo? Is it?
Could be.
Maybe that's what he
Look,
means.
it's Rachel.
Hey, Rachel.
Yay.
Rachel's
Rachel put away the one who left us.
Yellowstone.
Oh, oops.
People to shoot the bison.
Oops.
Trying to get rid of some of the bison.
I'm sorry. I left Jeff Kendall in the dust, switching everybody around.
Jeff Kendall had problem with the connection, and you just snapped him.
Yeah, no, boop, 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 boop. Oh, sorry, Jeff. You got lost in the shuffle. Gosh. Sorry. I apologize. Oh, well. Hi, Jeff. There he's waving in the green room.
You have no sound, Rachel.
Boom, 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 boom. So, how are you doing today, Rach?
Okay, got the sound going.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Well, here's the deal. Like when you're like on a, I was going to go on, and then I saw Doc was on, so I'm not going to go on because I'm not really a peanut gallery person. You know, I'm like Jorgen. We like being on, and James likes being on the camera. So, but you know, I don't want to split the vinyl community. I do 2 streams a day. Normally, I take Sunday off. You know, Doc, and create some room. So I thought I'd hang around, see if somebody flips out or drops out, come back in. Hey, Greg,
Can be relaxing to be in a peanut gallery once in a while, even though it's of course much freer to talk.
Nah, there are other things I'd rather do. Like I mean, I just go listen to music or watch TV or do something, you know.
I'm going to leave in a few minutes so he can come back on, not because of that, because I want to take my new truck for a ride today.
Yeah.
While it's sunny.
Ooh.
I bought,
You said you bought yourself a new truck.
I
Yeah.
bought a new used truck. I've had a truck my whole life and a car. And
I'm also leaving within 10 minutes because it's 11 o'clock. So I'm going to watch something and then go to bed.
for
Yeah.
years I went without a truck and I couldn't handle it anymore. I said, I got to buy a truck. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, it's 10 to 2 on the west coast of Canada here, Pacific time. Oregon, California, Washington State. It's all almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 2 o'clock in where? Where you're at, Rachel? Or where?
Yeah, where I'm at, west coast. Yeah.
In Australia.
No. In Australia, it's probably like 10 in the morning or
And
something.
it's
Oh,
it's
no.
earlier. It'd be like 6, so something like 6 a.m. or so.
10 to 7 in the morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sun's just coming up.
Okay, so you're from Australia, and you're.
And I just to answer this question, I've never heard of a band called Buffalo, but
And not only that,
There's so many. So,
well, how could they be the best when there's AC/DC out there?
well, again,
Christopher likes hard rock and he likes psych.
exactly. Exactly, Rachel.
Like heavy.
Exactly.
He likes heavy psych music.
And I'm not into that, so he could be quite right.
So, like, everybody, let's run off and check out some Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. That should be easy to remember. What was it again?
I'm just doing some more stuff for.
While James is here, because I know he loves jigsaw puzzles, and this is kind of a variation on jigsaws, but you might like it. It was given to me by my daughter for Christmas.
Right.
Hang on. You ready? I don't know if you've seen this before.
Oh, wait, gotta blow you up. Look at that. Wow.
Oh, wow. I love that.
Hang on.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get it to you.
Oh, that is beautiful, man.
If you can see, it's Lego.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Paul McCartney.
Must take an eternity to solve that one.
That must have been a tough thing to do.
It took, well, it's what it was. I only got one, but you can make any of them. You can make John, Paul, George, or Ringo. So we spent a couple of days, and it was like, well, who do I do? And the family went, you got to do Paul. You got to do Paul. Because I was going to do John. And then I went to George. And then it was, you got to do Paul. So it ended up being Paul. So if I pull all these out, I can recreate it to make any one of the other three.
Yeah.
How hard
That
is
is so cool.
Now, I sat down and kind of got obsessed. It did take me about 2 days to do. But it was full on.
Huh?
Like every minute, I just kept going back to it.
Oh, my God. That is amazing.
I just wanted to see it. And that's the result. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Well,
and
yeah,
from a distance, it looks like, because it's pixelated, because they're dots.
Yeah.
But from a distance, it looks like a photo.
Nice. But
Yeah, that is really impressive, man.
So technically, James, it is a jigsaw. It's just a different kind of jigsaw, I suppose. Oh, cool. I'm glad you liked it, James. I'm glad you liked it.
Suitable for framing.
Yeah, I really do like it a lot.
It is framed.
Yeah.
did it come with the frame, or did you buy the frame?
No, it comes with the frame.
Okay.
Oh,
Everything you see here is part of the kit.
Yeah. But
wow, that's pretty amazing, man.
it must come with instructions on how you finish it.
When my daughter got, I thought, I've got to get the other three, except they're about $200 each, Australian.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's illegal, though.
But if I was a rich man, I would have got the other three because it'd be cool to have the whole four. Actually, I'll just show you the booklet. Hang on, and you'll get more of a sense of it. Hang on. Ooh. No, I'm glad you like that, James.
Yeah.
That's the book. The book itself is fantastic. Like, just the stuff, like the written stuff in it and the photos and everything.
Oh.
All right. I'll give you a sense. See, like the band that changed the world.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give you a sense of how this.
World.
I'll just flick through it and give you a sense of how this works. Hang on. I'll show you this bit. That one I just showed you, I can do any one of them. That's it.
Wow.
So, for example, if I pulled it all apart, I could get John.
Oh.
Or if I flick over here.
Of course, John being my favorite Beatle, obviously I do John.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I was tossing up who I was going to do, John, and everyone's, you got to do Paul. You got to do Paul.
It's all who's your favorite.
Well, that looks really, really good, man.
There's Ringo.
Ringo, yeah.
Sorry about the flag. Hang on.
It's okay. We got the idea.
Thanks, Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
want to see
impressed.
George?
Yep.
Oh, I'll show you, George. Hang on.
So this thing must come with 1,000 or 2,000 pieces just to make all these different pictures.
2,000 and plus.
Yeah.
2,000 plus pieces, and you did that
I
in
got
2
something
days.
to
That's
show you guys
impressive, man.
related to the same thing. Very important for you to
One
see.
sec, Rachel. I'll just show them George and.
No, show George and Ringo, whatever you like. I'll take all the time.
Here he comes. Hang on. And I'll quickly show you like how you do it too. Like just not everything, but I'll just show you a couple of things. It was very
major surgery or something.
It was very time consuming. There's George.
Wow.
And that's from the same pieces. And I'll give you a sense. This is how it works. You do it in sections.
Jeez.
And then you put it all together.
Yeah, it's like right.
That exactly.
Like making things with light.
You get it tense. Like you get it together.
Wow.
Oh.
And just for the conspiracy people out there, I haven't posted it because I'm a bit worried about copyright. Because what I did when I completed it, I made a video, and the video just starts off. It's like a sunrise, and then all of a sudden it just goes bang. It's the last chord on Day of the Life. And that piano chord fades, and I just pull out on that photo. I haven't posted it because I'm a bit worried about copyright.
You're good with 7 seconds. I'll give you 7 seconds free. So if you go dong and go 7 seconds.
I'll consider it. But what I did, I changed 2 dots. I replaced 2 dots on the thing, and I've just said, can you pick which 2 dots they are? I know, but good luck. Here we go. What's this?
That puppy dog's jigsaw puzzle.
There's about 15 pieces in this. It took me about 6 months to complete it. Finally, I'm not good at puzzles, but it's very good. It's puppies.
It figures.
We like puppies.
It's taking over the vinyl community, the puzzle mania.
Yeah, and I finished my puzzle a few days ago, actually.
Oh.
Well, James, I think you started a trend in the vinyl community.
Yeah, everybody's doing jigsaw puzzles now. This is something.
Well, James, where's your puzzle?
I got a 4-foot by 4-foot.
I'll try to show it, and I hope it doesn't fall apart.
Okay, who you got, Robert? 4x4 of who?
I said I got a 4-foot by 4-foot white album puzzle.
Ooh,
Oh my God!
That's gotta be tough.
3,000 pieces. It'll take me about 6 years to get it done.
Yeah, that's crazy. White album. So it's just pure white with a little bit of
Oh,
beetle.
white.
Yeah.
I think there is one, but I was being facetious. But yeah, there is a white album puzzle.
Jeez.
Now I hope he doesn't bring the whole puzzle over.
I just
Oh no, he's trying to bring it all over. This.
Oh
could
my
be
gosh, look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, he should just brought the box cover.
I'll squeeze it in.
Don't get me wrong here, but if he drops this,
Exactly what I
That's a video in itself.
Yeah, you should have just brought the box.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Look
man.
at that thing.
That's how big it is.
That, but it's not even. It's not even glued together, right? One false move and boom.
I know it's not good.
Oh wow!
I'll show you the box.
Oh gee, it's huge. It's poster sized. Gee.
Exactly. Doc looks puzzled.
Exactly. Oh,
I'm going to head out of here now and leave place for Jeff and Ethan. So good night, everybody. Take care and see you later.
Take care, Jorgen. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
We'll see. Depends on mood and
Have a
so.
great night, Jorgen.
I'll watch you on the morning while I'm feeding the baby.
and don't forget to watch his jam stuff. Yes. Okay, where were we? Oh,
All right, make me big again, please.
beep. Oh, look at. Oh, it's
that's pretty
Elvis.
cool, James. It's pretty
It's
cool.
Elvis.
Yeah.
Ah,
Japanese
Now
album.
you get to see what it looks like full.
yeah, I couldn't
Here's
even know
another photo of it on the back.
1,000 pieces, but they must be huge.
Yeah, took me a couple weeks to do it.
I can imagine. Wow. Ooh, Elvis. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I've heard the radio show. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's just that the Green Hornet in those original series, it was a bit of a plotter, wasn't he? Compared to the series with Bruce Lee in it.
Well, yeah, but they made those old serials, so even the Batman serials back then were horrid looking.
Yeah, but well,
No, it's all about that. I mean, the actual character, he was a bit of a dork.
and I don't believe it. Even the series of this series, I don't think it even lasted 1 year, did it?
No, only one season.
That was it. So
Yeah.
I think people, by the time Batman was done, they brought in Green Hornet and they said, that's enough of that. And it all went away.
Yeah, well, the Green Hornet TV series was pretty, I don't know.
Well, as a 6-year-old, 7-year-old kid, I enjoyed it. But
There you go. I sent you an email.
I even like the
Hopefully it
monkeys.
worked.
Thank you.
I can't watch the monkeys anymore.
Yeah, there were Green Hornet serials, I believe. There was,
Yeah, that's what I meant, Jeff. Yeah, the cereals.
there
Back in
was
the
a
30s and
Spam
40s.
one. There were, who else was there? There were probably Zorro ones or Hopalong
Zorro.
Cassidy or something.
Cisco Kid. Anyone ever see that? My dad loves Cisco Kid. So we used to call him Poncho.
As a bonus on this CD, I put on a 32-minute radio show from the film, as a bonus, or whatever it was, to fill up the CD. Extra bonus, just so people had it. But
Yeah, actually,
There was a movie in the 70s, and I think Harrison Ford was in that too, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember that.
in what, the Green Hornet?
No, the Cisco Kid.
Oh,
Familiar, like Harrison Ford was in that, I think.
he must have been a baby.
I don't know.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like the right time frame. The Captain Marvel Shazam serial was extremely violent compared to all the other superhero movies. You just pick up a bad guy and throw him off a building or something.
As you do.
Yeah, get out of here. Shoo.
Yeah, well, as you do.
Yeah. I remember the Superman serials where they couldn't really show him flying. So, like, he'd go and jump and then they'd cut to a cartoon. It was just animated. That was their way of showing Superman flying. So,
well, I've fallen way behind with this child every day. I've missed a lot of your guys' stuff, but I'll catch up. I catch in every now and then. I jump on Rachel's and I jump on other people's to see what's going on, but I haven't had much time. This is my day off, and I spent half of it working. And I bought a truck, like I said yesterday. I spent all day yesterday fixing that up.
you said you got a
2018 Silverado. It's not
So
what I want, but it's what I can afford.
Are you going racing?
No.
No.
I wanted a Toyota, what do you call it, Tundra, but they're $45,000 for used.
Ooh.
I was looking for a 2 or 3 year used one, and these things are ridiculous right now.
Robert, you are going to be so popular with your friends now.
Well, I've had a truck for 25 years, so.
Oh, so nothing new.
I was just missing the last 3 years. I missed one. So I had to go to Alaska, so I sold it so we could go back and forth to Alaska for 2 or 3 years. They're moving to Texas, so I'm done with Alaska babies. They're moving in 2 days, 3 days. But I still got that little one. She's a joy. I'll bring her back on Rachel's one day. She was big hit.
Oh yeah, she was so adorable.
And I got a picture of her too.
Well, most kids are. That's why they make them so we don't kill them.
True.
But they're so darn breakable, though.
I know.
You ever say that? Oh, wait a minute.
Make them big.
Yeah, there we go. Ah.
Oh my gosh, how adorable is that?
So precious.
It's the expression on her too. It's just like, so you taking a picture of me.
The other one, that's my grandson in Alaska. He's
Oh,
12 days old.
Oh,
they are the best. What a blessing.
She's a fat.
but they grow up.
True.
That's the 3 in Alaska. It's hard to see them.
Aw,
I got 3 of them in Alaska. I miss. Haven't
so
seen it.
sweet.
Terrible lighting in here. Sorry.
Yeah, but they're moving down, aren't they?
They're coming to Texas. I got
Hey,
one
Mason.
in Tennessee, 3 in Alaska, coming to Texas, and 2 in Michigan. So. Busy boy.
You look exhausted. Yes.
Mason, you on screen and you in the peanut gallery is pretty much the same thing. I think I'll be on screen, but I'll be listening to some music I'm hearing right now, and I'll be there with my couch, and it'll be what it is.
One last thing I want to say to Rachel. I really appreciate the stuff you did in your room. It looks wonderful.
Thank you, Robert.
I loved your video that you did. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys did a great job, and sooner or later next year, I'm planning, because I have to wait to see what's going on. But I'm going to take an entire room now. 'Cause I'm tired of this cold, damp basement.
I had a kid who was she's 30 years old.
My own record room like you guys did, I think.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun and very rewarding to do. I mean, it has its elements of frustration while you're doing it, and you start bickering. Like if you're doing it with a partner, you're like an old married couple, which is exactly what we are. But boy, the end result is such a comfortable room for watching film and listening to music. And I was listening, spinning music before I came on. Elvis Presley, Aloha from Hawaii, double LP set. I just picked up my Elvis collection's growing bit by bit. Ed from the King's Court really gave me a leg up on that, helping me. He sent me about 14 Elvis records.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, funny you should mention. I was going to mention it for James. We have a chain here. It's called Aldi or Aldi, whichever way you want to pronounce it.
Oh, we have Aldi's too. Yeah.
You know? Okay, thank you, Robert.
I love it.
This coming Thursday, every now and again they bring vinyls in, vinyl records, and obviously I don't know what everything is, but on the advertisement they got Elvis records. So I'm going to go check. It's pretty much similar to what I think you call K-Tel. So these albums have just been put together. And the one they show is Elvis from the movies. So I'm going to check it out and see what songs are on it. And they're like $10.
They're cheap.
What can you lose?
I've never seen a vinyl
record, $10.
Well, I'll check it out to see if they got them.
Oh well, yeah. If you've got Aldi, but in Australia, this coming Thursday, they've got the vinyl record, so I'm going to check it out. And just going back to the baby, I've got 2 children. When my daughter was first born, what they did, they just shoved it in my arms and rushed us off, and I had to wash the baby. It's their way of training the father. And you should see mate. I was petrified. I thought I was going to break this thing.
I'm against that. I'm so against them doing that to you. You should have been out in the lobby with a cigar and a drink.
Well,
and just go, hey,
it didn't happen, Rachel. It didn't happen. It was full on. I was straight in this room, and I had to wash it, dress it, and it went on for it felt like an eternity, but it was probably 2 hours. She was very patient, the nurse.
Yeah.
When my son was born, I was bouncing him off a wall. Been there, done that. But yeah, the first child was terrifying. I thought, oh my God,
Yeah, well,
Poor Harrison.
I was the same way of being obviously, prior to my big gender change and all this stuff. When my son was born, they give me you hold your kid, and they're so tiny and little, you're afraid of breaking the darn thing because you're this large male figure and you got this tiny little creature in your head. You go, can I give it back to? I mean, I'm happy. But please take this away from me.
I kept doing that too, Rachel. I kept saying to the nurse, but you should maybe do. She kept, no, you're doing fine. I'm shaking. There's sweat running off my face.
I know. I'm with you. You're preaching the choir.
Unbelievable. But my son was a different kettle of fish.
And you look in their eyes, you fall in love with the baby.
Oh yeah, there was all. I'm sure that was all part of it, but it was a training session, is what it was.
Sorry. What's Robert say? Sorry, what did you say?
I said I filmed all of mine.
Oh, wonderful! Yeah.
But my wife had C-sections for the 3 of them, for all of them. So I don't know if you could probably do it these days. This is back in the 80s, but nowadays they might worry about suits. But I filmed the entire thing.
Yeah.
So,
my little guy had a hematoma as well. I don't know why your little son had to, but obviously it sounds like he's okay now. But they had to keep in mind because he had a hematoma. He was struggling to get out, I guess. And Sue, was the mom, and so I guess he was getting tired, so they had to C-section him out of there because he was starting to get a little weak. He was tiring out. So.
I did the same thing, Robert. I didn't film it because I didn't have the equipment, but they allowed me to take all the photos and everything in the theater and everything.
Yeah,
I assume they would have let me film it if I had the equipment.
I
didn't have anything like that.
How old's your daughter?
Now, yeah. Well, why I brought up this story? She's 21. She just graduated from uni. She's a forensic science, so don't kill anyone. She'll
figure it out. She'll
figure it out.
Yeah.
So we were talking about, oh man, you're 21, and then the story started. Oh, when you were born, blah 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 blah.
My oldest is 39, and my youngest is just had her birthday. 29. And I got 6 grandkids after that. Hopefully,
Wow.
We'll see what happens.
Oh, sorry. The other day we had a dinner, with the grandparents in it. Well, my parents are gone now, but my wife's a graduation celebration dinner. Grandparents, man, they jumped straight on me son and went, "Have you got a girlfriend yet? You got a girlfriend?" They want more grandkids, grandchildren, I should say.
I know what it's like. Yeah. Very normal.
Poor kid, he's just sitting there badgering him.
I don't want anymore, but my one daughter, she has one daughter, and I'd like her to have one more, like 2 is enough. 2 for each is
fair enough.
You like to share them,
Well, it's a good feeling, and it's a great joy for grandparents to have those little.
Oh yeah.
Keep the family line going.
I'm trying to teach him to like anything but country. That's the hard part. My grandson loves country, and I can't handle it all. That's stupid. Every time you see someone with long hair on TV, he says, "Is that a beetle?"
No, Jeff. Horrible.
That's not good,
horrible. Jeff. That's a nightmare. I would be just beside myself. I'd be so angry.
Like what the
heck? And I'd be suing if I could afford it. I'd sue their asses.
That's like a diagnosis, isn't it?
Or are we talking 38 to 40? What are they? I don't know what he means by an extra month.
Well, like the 9 months term, right? So perhaps the baby
40 weeks instead of 30.
I can't. Yeah, I see what you mean.
It's a lot.
Yeah, an extra month. You know what? It would have been maybe the baby should have come out at 8 months. Yeah, and that they tried to bring the child to full term. Or whatever.
I think that makes more sense.
But it has a happy ending. He's 27 and fine now.
Well,
horrible stuff.
I was born a twin. I was 3 pounds, so I've made up for it.
Yeah, and the first doctor is no longer a doctor.
Oh my gosh!
It wasn't the first time, apparently.
Yeah, well, a conversation I was having the other day was just because they got doctor in front of their name does not make them doctors. Just because they got a piece of paper. I've met many of them who should.
Well, it makes them a doctor. It doesn't make them a good doctor.
Kathy just write you a drug, and send you off. It's like that's not a doctor.
Oh, he's a doc.
Yeah, case in point.
Yeah, you are a doctor to me, though, doc. Doctor of beetleology.
Or something.
Paul McCartney Archive Collection, London Town, Back to the Egg Remasters album coming out 2021, I guess, later this year.
Doctor.
Was that back? Sorry, Rachel. Was that Back to the Egg?
Yeah.
Did you say Back to the Egg, Rachel?
Yeah.
I'm getting that then. I love Back to the Egg.
They're releasing it finally.
Yeah, and London Town apparently.
Oh, okay.
If they'd open our record stores around here, maybe.
We don't have enough money to spend, right? We have to buy the Let It Be this year. We have to buy the John Lennon one.
Is Let It Be going to come out this year?
That's what they claimed.
That's what they claim, yeah.
August or September, I thought that's what they said.
But I'm disappointed in that we were talking yesterday about the Give Me Some Truth compilation. Apparently, it sounds like shit.
Well, what does? Like shit. They just have a little too much bass on it.
Which one? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
The Give Me Some Truth from the John Lennon estate.
And who says it sounds like crap?
On CD. And I heard a little bit of it. I haven't really listened to the whole thing yet, but it sounds pretty good to me.
Well, it sounded all right to me, but then all of a sudden, like the Imagine set sounded great.
The Imagine set is different.
Sounded great.
Yeah, well,
Give Me Some Truth did not.
Two different.
I'm happy with this one.
It was. Well, maybe that's all you need. If it sounds fine for
one,
I guess it was remastered. I guess
this was made from the master tapes. It has a whole plastic Ono album on the first CD and the singles. The last CD has the whole of Lennon's last album, and the 2 other CDs are a mixture of all his other albums.
Japanese.
And it's out of print, unfortunately. Mark Lewinson compiled it, and that sounds unbelievable.
Well, they didn't remaster it for that. So what masters did they use? The 2000 masters?
The original.
No, the original masters.
Well, I'm saying they didn't remaster it for that collection, though. So they used some that were already done. So they used the 2000, the 2000.
Oh, I don't know. All I know is that they said it's from the original master tapes. But I know what you're saying. Yeah, I'll have to, maybe
what,
it's in the
what
booklet.
year was that
I'll have
out?
to look.
The year would tell me. Yeah.
Late 80s.
Is it from the UK or the Japanese?
Hang on, I'll tell you. I'll just get a continue, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just
I have an
I'll get the
OBI.
booklet out and I'll get the information for you. One sec.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you want a good listening experience for at least Plastic Ono, I thought the 2000 was the best. This one was good. The other one they're talking about, they just increased the bass, and some people don't like it. That's all. Not in the new Plastic Ono, but in that last collection of greatest hits they released.
Yeah, well, the Give Me Some Truth one.
The Give Me Some Truth, they increased the bass to kind of get for the younger kids like more bass.
But they brought the vocals up too.
They did bring that up, so it's like some people don't like it because of the bass is brought up a little higher than what some people would like.
Yeah,
But
Klaus.
people are running to their stereos and turning the bass off because it's shaking everything.
But other people find it.
Well, it sounded okay to me what I heard on mine.
This new
It depends. It all depends on what system you're listening to. It'll vary.
right,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Rachel.
true. Friends in the house.
Gosh,
Hello, hello.
look who's in the peanut gallery.
Come on, Brad, come on up, buddy.
Ho,
Whoa.
I hope you're feeling better.
ho, ho.
The show is about to take a major turn.
Yeah, we're talking Beatles anyway. So
Yes,
The
perfect.
CD or the album is worth picking up for the brand new Plastic Ono. Both of them are worth the money if you have it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Either one of
yeah,
those.
things are pricey right now with
They were looking for
various
it.
releases.
Well, what does the double C? What does the double album cost? I just bought the CDs for 20. I think it will cost me 20.
Well, considering Beatles Brad here, ask Beatle Brad. He'll bloody know.
Well, exactly.
He clean the toilets on the session.
Well,
He'll know everything.
that you have, I made the Obi for Brad because he has the Japanese version. So it was released in Japan and in the UK. The one he's holding, that John Lennon box set. I thought it was from 2005 though, but I could be wrong.
So I don't know. I may take that Give Me Some Truth and trade it in on whatever Mirror Image has.
Well,
if that's the case, I don't know.
The Give Me Some Truth isn't bad if you don't mind the bass. That's all.
Well, I can't trade it in because it was a Christmas gift from a friend. So
Just don't tell them.
no, I'm going to keep it.
Mhm. I don't know. I'm confused now whether to even keep it now or
Okay.
not.
Oldest 37, youngest 31. No, I thought
Yeah.
my daughter just turned 30.
I had to order it all the way from Holland even just
My
to get.
wife's correcting me. She must be watching us upstairs. I better,
No! This can't be true. No,
yeah, he hasn't been.
Aw.
Got a mic.
Brad, take a couple Tylenol and jump on the link.
Yeah, just take some Tylenols and get up here with us.
Yeah.
Let's
No.
get this party going.
Oh.
Does it say
All it says on it, is from the original masters,
Uh-huh.
and the only exception is they mastered it from the originals, the live version of Lucy in the Sky with him and Elton John from the single. But apparently
Okay.
everything else just says from the original masters.
Yeah. So
Unless we-
it
Unless
hasn't
we
been-
go online or something, that's all it says
Well,
in the
no, I'm
book.
not that curious. I just thought they'd have a date on the actual thing.
Oh, I'm curious. It was,
2005.
it was a good question, but that's all it says.
Okay. Well,
All
Brad,
right. Sounds good, Brad.
we need his expertise on what to get. Like, is the new Give Me Some Truth garbage, or
Well, no,
should we just,
No,
stuff like
Give
that.
Me Some Truth is before the new Plastic Ono band, the
Yes,
new
it was, yeah.
compilation.
The
The
collect-
new one is amazing.
matter
It's
of-
absolutely amazing
got their
from
own-
what I've heard.
Yeah.
But Give Me Some Truth, I don't really know. I don't know because I didn't really think
What are
about
you
it much.
running for a system, Paul?
Oh, I can't go Mason on you here. I don't know. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
I feel like I've got something inferior now.
No.
Nah,
You're
don't
just-
sweat it.
you're listening-
Especially when you're talking CD, there's nothing to worry
I
about.
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
With everything I'm hearing about this, and watching Mirror Image's box set with 4 CDs and all that, I feel like, oh,
I've checked that out on vinyl and on CD. And I can't
trade
see
you.
much difference between
Hmm.
them. But you can
How
hear
many
it.
CDs are in there, Doc?
I got the 2. I got the
I got the big ultimate box set of that.
36 wonderful tracks.
But the box set didn't have any more music, I didn't think, did it?
It had some outtakes and.
Yeah, let me go get my box set. Hold on, I'll show you guys.
Very cool, Craig. RE
The plastic.
Crowded House, great band.
Everything's suggestive to your equipment, to your liking, to your own ear. Because a 65-year-old ear might sound different than a 22-year-old ear. Trust me.
Yeah, true. That's very true.
Well, Brad says that it is good, but just hasn't been remastered, so it can't be bad. Maybe just more complete. That's all.
Well, that was taken from the original master tapes, and it probably came out.
The 1990. Oh, I did. It should say it on this.
Yeah, you said 1980, I think, didn't you?
I said late 80s.
No, not 1980. No.
Yeah, another band I didn't, because I was asked a few other times, different streams about Aussie bands. The one I didn't mention was Ice House. You guys know Ice House?
Oh yeah. Brad says that is the way to go now. This is the way to go now.
Don't mind a little extra bass.
It depends. It depends on how they produce it and what they do.
Hi, Macca.
This is bizarre. It doesn't even have a date on it.
Yeah, there's so much Lennon stuff. I mean, the guy's gone. There's only so much material they can draw upon for him. So it's going to come out in multiple flavors. That's about all they can do.
Well, every so often, every 5 years, they got to put it out again.
Yeah.
We do that for everyone.
Can't wait for Lennon reimagined. That'll be wonderful.
Oh my God! Well, they've had tribute albums before, I guess.
Yeah.
If you enjoy listening to music in your car, you're going to want the extra volume and bass. If you like it with headphones, you're not going to like it as much. If you like it over your loudspeakers in your room with separation, you might enjoy it even more. So
look, it's Edison Cylinder.
It is Edison Cylinder is back. Yay.
Back. I
Hey, Ethan.
I see we're comparing John Lennon box sets.
Yes, now we're confused.
Mine.
I don't know what to do anymore.
I got one here.
What is this one now?
Oh, I haven't got it, but I'm familiar with that one, yeah.
No, what is this?
It's from the UK, 1981, I think.
wow.
And it's got all of the records up to Rock and Roll and Shaved Fish.
I've never seen that one before. That's new to me.
I've seen it, but it's an older pressing, yeah, that's for sure.
1981.
Did
Can you make me
Brad
small?
is in the house? Did you know Brad is in the house?
I did know Brad's in the house.
Yeah, but he's got a bad headache. Oh, darn.
And
Oh,
don't do your.
Can you make me look small?
Only if you want. Yeah.
No, I threw the style phone away.
Yeah. Back from the potty? Richard says he needs to get the Gimme Some Truth. It's a good comp. I don't know. Okay. I guess. Cool. I don't know. I traded in the one I had for this one because I thought this was going to be the be-all, end-all.
Play it loud.
At the end of the day, it's John Lennon music.
Mm-hmm.
And, you can take your remasters, your remixes, whatever. It's still the music at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Play it loud.
You want to keep running to the stereo and turning the bass up.
Play it loud, but just turn the bass down a little.
That's what I said. Play it down and turn the bass, especially if you're in your car.
Yeah, they're full now.
I
I listened to I threw Paul McCartney. See, I got Paul McCartney archive, but not the big box archive, but just the archive edition. The signature edition, the striped down 2 LP set. Very nice, very well done. But then I threw on a Wally U.S. pressing first edition that I just picked up for $10 with 2 of the posters from the original thing. Frickin' rocks. It's brilliant.
Exactly.
Brilliant sound. Great separation. All the definition. Fantastic.
Oh, yes.
Well, I know the
Good
first 2
stuff.
discs are the songs on the CD and then the Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray they don't say what it is. I can't figure that part out.
Brad can come on. See you later, Doc. Thanks for having me. Nice meeting you, Ethan. And
Bless you, Robert.
wonderful, Rachel. And is this Paul from Australia?
Thank you, man. Nice meeting you too, Robert.
Nice meeting you too, Robert.
Robert, take care. Enjoy your
From
truck.
the thriving metropolis of Melbourne.
And I'm
Yeah,
going to take my wife out for a nice drive in the truck with the windows down.
Oh, that would be nice.
I think it's 55 here, so we can turn the windows down. All right, you guys have fun.
Yeah, I've heard that, Beetle Brad. I've heard he's very good. This is a Pittman pressing that I have.
Come on up, Beetle Brad. I'm going. I'll watch it. I'm tired. I'll watch the reruns or something.
Yeah, I'll give you some Tylenol.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, Robert.
Can you put me in his spot?
I love it. The reruns in syndication. Yeah.
What do you want? You want to be where Robert P was?
Yeah.
Like that.
Ah. So here's what's on this one, the Imagine box set that I have. So Blu-ray disc 1, Imagine, the ultimate mixes. Imagine the album, remix in 5.1 and stereo, $24.96. Singles and extras, remix and same thing. Imagine the quadrasonic mixes. Imagine the outtakes. These are all on Blu-ray disc 1. And Blu-ray 2 in the studio and deeper listening. The raw studio mixes extended album versions. The raw studio mixes outtakes. The element mixes for mastered multi-tracks. The Evolution documentary.
Wow.
Imagine John and Yoko, the Elliott Mintz interviews, new mix in mono. And then the CDs 1 to 4. CD 1, Imagine the album, the ultimate mixes, disc 1. The singles and extras. CD 2, Imagine the ultimate mixes, disc 2. Element mixes, album outtakes, single outtakes. CD 3, Imagine raw studio mixes, extended album versions, outtakes. And CD 4, Imagine the Evolution documentary, album tracks only.
That is a ton of stuff.
What'll they think of next?
I don't know. Gosh. Oh, look.
George!
I think if I was a lot younger, I'd be into something like that with all the goodies and all that extra stuff. But nowadays, I think I'd listen to it once and it would sit on the shelf for years upon years. I grab the Imagine album and I'll play that or any Lennon album. I'll play the album in its entirety, but very seldom will I go, hey, I want to hear Elliott Mintz tell me about John Lennon's life, his relationship with John.
Well, my brother-in-law gave me that for my Christmas gift one year.
They're wonderful, like I say. Or if somebody's gifted to me, I'm not going to turn my nose up at it. But me, myself, on the hunt, I just went out and looked on Amazon for here's Plastic Ono Band Ultimate Mix Deluxe 2 LP. Okay, so Deluxe 2 LP. What do I get? 2 LPs. $75. 75 Canadian, right? So it's going to be a little less.
That's like 15 American.
Yeah, it's a lot less. So then I have to decide. And then when I get this ultimate mix, so what are my feelings about the Giles Martin remixes of the Beatles to compare it with, right? Mm. What do I think about those? I think they're interesting as a novelty, but I really want the music the way John heard it when his lifetime. John Lennon's going,
I've never heard that before.
If he was live.
Oh, that's good. I've never heard that. I don't think I would have done that, though.
John would have said, he may even hear it and go, I don't want it produced that way, this sort of thing. And who was it? Jeff Emmerich, he's Paul's boy. And Emmerich was always going, Lennon wasn't great in the studio. Paul was the perfectionist, always striving to move forward. And John is like, hesitate. That's good, Epi. Let's go. And so Lennon's very bare bones, stripped down stuff. And Paul was a lot more exacting in the studio, knowing exactly how he wanted the song. Lennon go, okay, that's good enough. And Ringo's on, you got tons of Ringo's interviews. And one of Ringo says, Paul would be on the phone calling us and we'd be in the garden saying, oh shit. He goes, it's McCartney. And they both go, and and he says, we can tell by the ring, I know it's him. And Ringo's laughing because remembering John going, I know it's McCartney. I can tell by the ring. He wants us to head down to the studio to get to work.
Who's that behind you?
It's George.
George.
What's
happened to George? I haven't seen him anywhere.
We don't know. George is missing.
Who is
MIA.
Paul? I don't know. I don't know the Beatle community that well.
Well, Rachel, if you have a look just beyond the photo, this guy's in more than the Beatles. That's nothing. That's
I
nothing.
see the
in his
Beatles
collection.
there. I see he's got the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at that wall behind George. It's just,
The way the Beatles are putting stuff out. Okay, he's got George, John, Paul, George, and Ringo, and the Pete Best collection behind him
but
there.
the reason for that though, Rachel, is because this particular screenshot I took he was on Mean Mr. Mayo, so he deliberately put all that there.
Yeah,
but
I get it. I just don't know the guy. What's his story?
His collection is unbelievable. It's just phenomenal. Getting back to what you said, back to what you said, Rachel, about John. You from what we know, because none of us were in the room. But the thing is that you're right. Paul seemed to be the guy always doing it. But I'm telling you now, John had the final say. If he didn't like something Paul wanted done, or Jeff didn't like done, he gave no.
Yeah, it was.
So he may not have been constantly going. But
the Beatles were a democracy, right? The Beatles
exactly.
were a democracy. Yeah. John, I've got this the Beatles story. It's kind of fun to go back, and you hear them talking. They go, "Well, who's the leader?" And they go, "Well, we kind of had a vote." And Paul and the other guy said, "Well, you started the damn thing, so why you're going to be the leader?" Okay, I'm the leader. But he was older than McCartney by a couple of years.
Yeah,
he had that charisma, and any male will know in the pecking order in boy world who's going to have the greatest pull. And if it's the older guy, very seldom are you going to have an older male in teenage years submitting to a younger male. Hey, I can get into the pub earlier than you can. I'm going to the jar store. You go out and have some. In fact, I had an incident with that with my buddies. I turned 19, so I'm legal. So I'm at the bar. Now these guys are 18. So they're going, okay, we got in. And I go, hey, how come you guys aren't here? I got a table full with beer. They go, zit. We got to ask for ID. My buddy, put down zit.
Well,
I go here. Here's $10. Go buy yourself an ice cream. So that's the bragging rights of the older kid, right? But go ahead.
Well, the thing I got from what I've read from about all the Beatles and everything, again, is that Paul was the PR man. So he was the guy that would handle any disputes. It was the Mr. Social and charm. But the other impressions I got from what I read, when the nitty gritty shitty stuff had to be done, it was John that had to step in and fucking deal with the shit.
Well, no, kind of no.
Go for it.
It depends on what what period you're looking at the Beatles, right?
Oh yeah.
So what they would do is they would turn to Brian Epstein or George Martin. You do it. Hey, Pete Best, we don't want you in the band. Hello, Pete. This is George Martin. Nice to talk to you, Pete. I've got some rather tough news for you, lad. And then he gives the word to him. I agree with Jeff Emmerich. Yeah, fuck you. Come on, Macca. Give me a break. Jeff Emmerich is McCartney's best man at his wedding, or McCartney his best man. He's all in for McCartney. So I totally disagree. It's a completely biased comment.
Exactly.
And I disagree with Emmerich, and I disregard Emmerich's testimony totally as being a biased entity because of his relation vis-a-vis Paul McCartney.
Hey, bring me.
Exactly.
I bought the Jeff Emmerich book basically as shelf decoration.
Well, here's the thing with Emmerich. It's kind of like saying, "Oh yeah, we got Phil Spector here. He really likes John more than Paul." Or Albert Goldman. I was just reading.
That's crap.
No, I know it is, but hang on here. I had people talk to me today. One of the people in my stream were talking about John Lennon, and they're going, "Well, I don't like Lennon." I go, "Why don't you like Lennon?" And he goes, "Well, he did this, he did that, and the other thing." Yeah, you got my dander up, Macca. So because of Emmerich, because I've seen him interviewed and what he said, and I go, Emmerich, I can tell his comment is totally laced with bias within there. I say, well, sorry, you didn't sell as many records as Lennon did, Emmerich. Oh, have you got the latest Jeff Emmerich solo, single,
Well, to Starman, Jeff Emmerich has always seemed like a sweet guy, and he has his book, but truthfully, his comments lack something called facts.
Yeah, it's just bias and affection for Paul, and I don't fault him for it. I don't fault him, but where I do fault is for the people that follow this. That what Jeff Emmerich said, I go, well, that's Paul's guy, and everybody knows it's Paul's guy, and that's the beginning and end of that. And, Pete Shotton says John's way more talented than Paul McCartney. I'm not saying he's saying it. I'm just saying I could have said that, right?
Pete Shotton would know. This is for sure.
Well, because everybody has their own bias, right? A lot of this stuff is so up in the air. All I can tell you is Lennon liked the stripped down sound.
Ethan, help me.
And he liked the...
What?
It's all right. No, not you, Rachel. Sorry.
What's happening to you?
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Something going on in the basement there.
Hey?
Is something going on in the basement? Wait. Never mind about that.
Brad.
We love Beetle Brad.
Oh my God.
Beetle Brad.
Hey.
There you go.
All right.
That's for Macca. Macca-mania. There you go.
Macca, that was a good... Macca, you got a point for scoring a big hit on me with the Jeff Emmerich stuff.
Good job, guys. Yeah, I love the topic.
Elliot Mintz says that John's a lot better than Paul. Well, Linda McCartney says Paul's better than John.
Oh, God.
Oh my
Fun
God, Brad!
fact, Heather Mills says
Beatles
John's
did.
better than Paul.
I got the same shirt you have on now.
Oh, actually, I borrowed this from your closet.
Did you now? You snuck in the middle of the night, did you?
What have I got on? I can't remember. We got Elvis.
Elvis is king. Elvis is still king.
Glad to see y'all.
Yeah.
Brad.
Well, that's my take on the whole thing about these personalities where you get friends and hangers on and intimates associates with the Fab Four. You're going to get different people depending on who their guy is. We asked Tom Petty who he felt the most talented Beatle was, and Tom Petty will go, George. Well, for me it was George Harrison. George. Hey Jeff, which Beatle do you? Oh, I'd have to go with George. And it's, well, of course, makes sense.
Hey, Randy.
You're tearing me apart,
Randy.
Yeah.
All right, since I came in way late and Robert P. and everybody else was talking about, there's one of the box sets you guys were talking about.
There's one.
Yeah.
There's one.
Japanese pressing, though.
I think that's Yoko's personal copy. She just signed it, Beetle Brad.
Looks like it. Wow.
Is this one that came out?
That was good, Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel, that was really good. Yeah.
Now, you got it. We're just waking up here.
Can you imagine the one? So it depends which one you're talking about. There's that one. Then there's the vinyl 45 box set.
Back. What?
Then
This goes on and on. That just goes on and on.
That one.
We go crazy. Then there's the John Lennon box set vinyl, which is all vinyl.
Yeah. Now, how many are in that? Are 9 albums in that one?
All 785 albums are in this box set.
Okay.
It's like lifting my wife's pound cake.
It's
Mac,
even got the ones where John was going through his Calypso period.
Mac, I just got a first edition, a Wally pressing of Venus and Mars with 2 posters from 1975 intact inside the album.
I will back up anybody who buys anything on Wally. Wally is absolutely fantastic. And that's kind of a hidden treasure. You could almost play a Wally album up against a 180.
I got a couple of Wallies in my pocket.
Good for you, Rachel. Yeah, they're great. They're great. I mean, the vinyl Wallies. I mean, some of that stuff they came out was. Let's see if I can show some. Well, kind of hard to do.
Yeah, a lot of people protect the box sets in Ziploc baggies just to protect them.
Yeah, I've kind of done a video on
keeps the dust off them.
How you can do this on a cheap, economical way of doing this instead of going out and buying a $65 casing for it. You can just buy a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, some people protect them that way. I don't. I personally don't. I leave the boxes out as they are, but
the nice part about it is you run out of space, you just throw them in the freezer. So
Boom. I'll show you what I got. A box.
It keeps the music fresh.
That's right. There you go. Hey, that's right.
Exactly. Yes.
Good to see you. Yeah, everybody doing all right?
Welcome, Brad. Here.
Good, Brett.
But I've got a question about the Wally thing. How do you know when you get a Wally? Do you have to go find them like in the
dead wax? They're usually it'll say Wally in the dead wax vinyl.
You'd have to look for them used, right?
I'm sorry.
You'd have to look for them in a used rack.
Yeah, actually, they're mostly on the purple vinyl. You know, purple capital labels. The Wallies are. Hey, Rachel, there you go. Nice.
Yeah. And so this has got. It's got some good stuff in it.
Yeah, like what?
Well, it reproduces, of course.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah, I love this one.
Nice
so
shirt.
we got. This is fantastic, of course. Oh, Joey Mullen. Look, I can recognize Joey right up there. No, that's not Joey. There he is. Here's Joey. I met Joey Mullen. That's why I point him out.
Wow.
I had a talk with him for about 45 minutes about him and the Beatles and George Harrison and all the rest of it. John Lennon, of course, I knew he had played on this because I remember having this when it first came out. And then, of course, it's got more goodies. And then it's got, Clouds, Imagine. Ooh. Then it's got a big old fold out. John at the piano thing. Yeah. So there's this.
Wow.
It's got that. Then it's got the postcards the original had. And then, but this is my favorite. Look out.
Oh,
sorry, Paul. Sorry, man. And then it's got, boom. It's quite nice. This was a gift to me from Norman Maslow, by the way, for my birthday this year. So, Imagine Sessions, John Lennon, John and Yoki.
Yes, we all love Yoki.
Yeah. And the classic, the album we all know. So, Imagine. So, very nice box set. Thrilled to have it in the collection. But this thing, I remember getting this when it first came out, and I just howled when I saw this.
I
knew what he was doing.
He's really going after Paul on that one.
He really did. Yeah, they were not.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, the songs reflected that animosity at the time. And I don't care what Ringo says. Back off, Boogaloo, as he's talking to Paul McCartney. I got one more thingy to show you, kids. It's unrelated to Lennon specifically, but this is kind of a neat thing. It is a 48-page book of previously unpublished photos of the Beatles recording Revolver by Robert Freeman, plus Revolver on CD.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, like that. And then,
I love that cover.
And then you got this. So then it's got Robert Freeman. Oh, come on, Rachel. Put it right side up. Great stuff. Look at George. What a great shot.
Yeah.
Paulie.
That is great.
Yeah. So these are kind of, you don't see these photos everywhere because, of the nature of them, when they were taken and why they were taken. But it's basically the Revolver sessions. That's always been a fun picture, Paul, with the glasses.
It's a great picture.
Look at that. Both gone now. Amazing. Half the band gone. My favorite parts of the band. Well, that's not entirely true. I love Paul a lot too, actually. But great shots. Look at that. Young men doing their thing, taking the world by storm. And here's the come here. And then I think it's just a standard issue of Revolver, but I've got a whole bunch of it, and then it's got some unusual backing on it. Like that. So very nice to have those photos. A nice little box set and commemorating Robert Freeman's time with the Fab Four. But I don't have a lot of Lennon box sets,
That's pretty cool, Rachel.
Yeah, it's fun. Like I say, at this age, I'm 63, so it's not like I'm 20 doing this stuff anymore, or 17 or 16 when I was really going crazy, buying as much as I could. I bought my first Christmas album in like 1975 or so. It was a bootleg, but I had the thing. That was the deal.
He's back.
Brad is back. Did you bring something with you, Brad? Yes.
Nope.
He did. Yes, Brad. What have
Look,
you
he's
brought?
smiling. That's
Do
cute.
you have something to share with the class?
Yes, be like Rachel.
Oh,
Hey, I've seen
Ah.
that before.
Yeah, that's the one that Rachel's been talking about.
ooh.
Beetle Brad, if I ever show something that you don't own, I'm mailing it to you, whatever the hell it is. Because I figure the chances are fairly good that there's nothing I could show that you don't have a copy of.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I showed this to Jack White because I knew he was going to be at the Beatle Fest. So I did an interview and talked with him, when he did Double Fantasy and all that for the album. And because I showed him, I said, how would you like to see something absolutely unbelievably rare? And he's like, he said, I pretty much have seen everything. Then I threw up this to him.
John Lennon special?
Wow.
This is an 8-record set.
What?
John's very last interview. This is the actual vinyl with the cue sheets and everything. And Jack about had a
Even.
right there.
Wow.
Okay, now which Jack White are we talking about here?
I mean, not Jack White. The guy did Double Fantasy. Not Jack White.
Jack Douglas?
Jack Douglas. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, I was sitting with Jack Douglas, and then I showed him this, and because I brought it because I knew he was going to be there. I was going to have him sign this, but then I thought, no, I have him sign some other stuff. But this was for radio station only. It's 8 records, and it's got all the cue sheets. And last time I saw one of these go on eBay, it went for $2,900.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So
Wow.
this is really an awesome, and this is John's last interview right before he died.
Yeah, horrible.
Evil.
I mean that we lost him. Yeah.
Yeah, right in 1980. But it's got all the cue sheets, and I got it from the radio station that my brother worked at the time. But yeah, it's got all the cue sheets with it.
Wow.
Jeff Kendall asked us at the Andy Peebles interview.
What's that?
Jeff wants to talk about the Andy Peebles interview.
Yeah, that I think it came out on CD. I think they finally released it on CD though. But it's pretty cool. But yeah, but Rachel was showing this. This is really nice. Mine's got all the stuff, and I don't remember if mine's 8-track.
I don't have the 8-track.
No, I'm kidding. I'm pulling your leg. I don't think mine's 8-track.
I don't have that. That'd be good.
But here's the book, Rachel.
Yeah.
That
is great to see that you've got that.
Just like you said, Rachel, just fantastic pictures. I mean, they could
Robert Freeman, right? So
they could re-release this and just corner the market because everybody go bonkers,
Yeah.
Okay, here's one from. That's a good question.
What's that?
Now, remember, Beetle Brad, his eyesight is not great, so it helps if Doc reads it out for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. God bless you.
Thank you.
There's the sheet that goes with it.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, we have a question for Brad there. Do you have Paul McCartney's Memory Almost Full promo CD from the Irish Mail on Sunday, 2007?
Memory Almost Full.
Promo CD from the Irish Mail on Sunday. Whatever that is.
Yes. No, actually, mine's not from the Irish. It's the UK when the newspaper gave it out in the UK.
It might be the same one, though.
Yeah, it could well be the same one. Yeah, no, I do. I definitely have that. Exactly. Paul put them out for the Sunday newspaper at the time. Yeah. So, yeah.
I just thought of something. Brad, what are you giving out for Halloween this year?
Going as George Harrison.
I'm coming to your house.
Yeah.
Help the Beatles stuff. Yeah.
You should come over to my place. I'm going to be Yoko this year.
Yeah. I'm handing out Beatle stuff. It's like,
Oh, Jeff says he has one of those.
All right.
Oh, Jeff. Whoa. Look out. But
Indigo, not the Irish one.
Apparently they were all over the United Kingdom. Everybody got
I showed this a second ago, but this is really cool. This is all the albums on vinyl and still has, well, I always hate
Wow.
these cameras the way they go backwards, but still has the hype sticker. It's still in the original shrink, but it's got all the albums in it. But it's on 180 gram, and I like it. But like Rachel was saying, you get the Wally stuff, and I think the Wally's almost just as good as getting this.
Yeah.
This is well over $200. This is pushing $300. This box.
That's my point. That's my point on all this stuff. Sometimes it's just best to hunt around, be patient. Sure, it's okay to get some of these reissues and stuff, but I'm finding in many cases I go the original stuff. If you've got a good pressing, sounds amazing. Like Beatlemania, my Canadian first pressing of Beatlemania is unbelievable. It's so good.
And
James has got a thingy too.
This is excellent. I mean, but the only thing is, see, this is 6 CDs, which you really get overload on all of that, which is great. I mean, I really enjoy it. Comes with 2 DVDs as well, but for someone like me, I've got promo videos that never even made this for the DVD. I mean, why didn't they put those out?
Wow.
I've got five videos off of this album, plus an interview with Ringo at the time during this album. So it's like, why didn't they put that out? You just open it up for bootleggers.
Now, I admit for myself as a listener, I'll put some of the Giles Martin remixes. I'll play them from time to time. I bought them. I own them. I'll play the regular. I played the 2009. I've got some mono from the 60s OGs from Sweden, Denmark, US, Canada. So I rotate. I flip through. Hey, I'll play it's in my collection. I feel like hearing Beatles. Which one am I going to throw on? And sometimes I go, I feel like you're in Abbey Road. Well, I've got like 4 versions of it. Which one do I want to listen to today?
Yeah. And seriously, the Canadian pressings, I mean, for those of you that are listening or just, whatever, I mean, Canadian, if you want a good sounding album, and you want to buy it at a cheaper price than a lot of the other stuff, the Canadian ways to go, because the Canadian pressings and Australia, I think both can't be beat. It's much better than the American pressings, the Canadian.
Super.
Yeah, for the dollar, the price point, because the American, being in America, if I had been raised in the States, that would be my go-to. And whatever U.S. pressings, when I first got into it, that would be I'm after. In my case, 72 to 74, the Canadian pressings, and that's the orange label, gold text. Those are ones I'm hunting down. And in the midst of that hunt, I'm finding a whole bunch of rainbow earlier, first and second, third pressings with the rainbow capital.
Go back to what you were saying about getting Wally stuff. If you ever run across the group that's called the Knack,
of course.
Okay. If you ever get that first album on a Wally, it's unbelievable. Hello.
It's Brad, it's funny you mentioned about Australian pressings, and it seems to be the general consensus that they are good. And if anyone knows anything about how record pressing is done, it just boils down to they really take care when they're pressing the records.
Yeah.
When I got McCartney 3, I thought no, because I love the album, and I thought for this one I'm going to get a vinyl. We had a limited blue edition. But when it arrived, it was wrapped, printed in Germany.
And that's
because our record plants have been shut down. They couldn't print anything here because of COVID.
The ones are good.
Wow.
Wish I could reach it. I wasn't really prepared to show stuff, but I was going to say, I've got I've got a bunch of Australian Beetle 45s. I mean, I could show those as well. I mean, I did do a video just for you, Paul, on Australian stuff.
You should do that, yeah.
There's
what's that, Rachel? What are we showing? The live piece in Toronto.
This is Little River Band, but the reason I'm showing this.
Derek Taylor?
Distributed by EMI at the bottom in black.
Oh, right.
Sydney, NSW, New South Wales, Australia. I got an Australian pressing.
There you go.
Of the Plastic Ono Band live piece in Toronto. So the idea of having an Australian pressing of a concert that was done in my country.
Yeah.
And here's the Knack. I got them on the reissue Capitol. Remember in the 80s, Capitol went back to their original?
Yeah.
And so this is what that's all about. But the band is the Knack. That's the one that Brad's talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
apparently, Rachel, their second album is supposed to be very, very good.
They're all.
they were very
I'm
good.
ashamed. I haven't heard it. I haven't listened to it. It's probably on Spotify. But apparently, that band's second album is supposed to be great, and it did nothing.
Yeah.
Did you, while I was out fishing away, did you read Macamania's comment?
This one?
What is it?
Yeah. It says, "Thank you for defending McCartney 3, Paul. I appreciate it. Please do not defend McCartney 3. It's a very
I'm not
bad
defending it. I'm not defending anything. I'm saying I like it. I personally like it. I'm not defending anything.
Vinyl Richie, none other than Vinyl Richie says that album, he's liking it more and more. So
Vinyl
there you go, Dead Wax. He probably knows what I'm talking about. I feel ashamed. I should listen to it because apparently it's supposed to be very good.
Yeah. James has been standing by with something to show.
Sorry, James, you got your John there.
All right. See, Brad, I got this for my birthday. The Beatles #1 on vinyl, and so I got this. Got this one.
The pictures, yeah, nice.
Got Paul. We got John here. Paul.
Ooh.
George. And Ringo. And my mom bought 4 frames for them, so they're going to fit in this thing like this.
Oh, nice.
That'll work. Perfect.
Yeah.
Those are great. I'm glad you got it. Beatles 1 is good, isn't it?
Yeah, I have it on CD, but this had a poster in it of all the singles and these.
Yeah, the poster. Yeah, that's really, really excellent poster too.
Don't forget, go buy the Knack.
Yeah, the Knack is great. You know, they were kind of a Beatles spin-off. I mean, they were so.
Is that the one I'm referring to, Doc?
What?
Is that the second album, or is that a?
Oh no, this is like I think their last one.
Oh, okay, all right.
But Mr. Schnee is here. He loves the Knack. Oh yeah, Zoom album I think is the last one. Or this might be second last. But you know, like I found this for $1 and brought it home, and it's great. Crazy.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I heard about the Knack.
So like it's a case of they were so maligned after that first album that they wouldn't do press junkets and all this sort of stuff. They kept to themselves, and the press just like, oh, we're not even going to bother with the Knack anymore.
Oh, there you go. Stephen Schnee has clarified this. The second album is called. Oh, you've got the comment. Pop it up if you could, Greg.
Where are we? Where are we here? Oh, okay. The little girls understand. Yeah.
The second album, but the little girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's really, really good.
And
I'd like
the second and third better than the debut, but
yeah, that's what a lot of people have said.
Apparently, no Knack albums are bad. It's great all the way through, but they just did not get the recognition that they could have. Then.
How many bands has that happened to are great and just gone nowhere?
Hey, I got a question for Beatle Brad.
Yeah, Rachel, what you got?
My Beatle Brad question requires you to put on your Beatle Brad thinking cap.
Ooh.
I was in the store yesterday, locally here. I may go and buy it depending on how you respond to this following question. Beatle skill testing question.
Ooh.
Put your Beatle skill thinking cap on. They had in the store a 1971, I believe it was a 1971 rubber sole North American pressing, right? It's not UK. So we're looking at the North American with the gold font for the gold color rather than the orange for rubber sole, the teardrop kind of mod, psychedelic font. Now, it was on, drumroll, an Apple label. Talk to me.
It's nice to be good. I mean, just out of curiosity, what's your price on it?
It was like $45 Canadian. So you're looking at about 37 US. It's rare, isn't it?
It is, but not really. Yeah, I mean, it's not really that rare. I tell you, if you want one for better sound, the 1970 pressing UK, which isn't that expensive, the UK rubber sole will blow that one away.
Now, okay, but it's of the UK. It's like UK with the soundtracks list, the track listing from the UK version, right?
Yeah.
See, here's the deal. I'm trying to get my orange. I'm wanting my orange damn labels back.
Yeah, the orange one's good. I mean, it'll be great sounding.
I just found it very interesting, and it's a like a 1971. It's just the fact that it had the Apple label on it through it. I would have expected like the red with the purple target on it, and it's just 1 year before they switch over to the orange and gold labels, which comes in
not in the States. From 71 to 75, all of the Beatles albums from Meet the Beatles to Magical Mystery Tour, like the Capitol ones, were all on the Apple label.
Wait, say this? Oh, in the States from 71 to
75 or so.
Yeah.
Oh, so I bet
and then they switched over to the orange there. Like those albums were never on the Apple label here. We went from the red label.
Yes, you brilliant genius child, you. I love you. This is brilliant. This is what I want to understand. I know the orange was 72 as well. It goes from 72 to 74, Hudson. Go ahead, genius Edison. Speak more to me.
The orange lasted till about 77, didn't it?
I know by 77, I think the purple's coming in. The purple Capitol's coming in late 70s.
Yeah, the purple kind of took over in 77, 78 and through there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Here's my feeling about it. Tell me more again about how the Americans only had apples.
Tell me about my eyes.
The Americans barely had the Americans barely had the nice red Capitol, the target. They only had I think
rare,
2.
isn't it, Brad?
Can you confirm this, Beetle Brad?
Yes.
He can.
He can.
Do it like Ed McMahon, Brad. Go, yes, you are correct, sir.
You're correct.
Sorry, you're wrong. Goodbye.
But yeah, so okay.
I'm kicked off the panel.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be great. I was going to show this, but this isn't Australia. This is France. I was going to show this, but that's never mind.
That's awesome. Confusion comes by.
Stunky. Dizzy Miss Lizzie.
Oh, I love that. Wow.
Yeah, it's first pressing from France, where they get French fries. So.
Yeah.
And interesting, as they always do with some of the foreign, they always take the later, or the pictures always seem to be out of sync with the time frame.
Yeah. I just got to show it an Australian one for Paul here. I know I've got one.
Well, that's why I showed him my live piece in Tirana. Australia.
Yeah.
Land of wall of peace. Big gators.
Here's a cool one from them pouring the wine glasses out, actually. That's really rare.
Okay, wow. What I think about this. Hold that. Hold it. Here's my theory about Beatle EPs and the like. I think the EPs, they try and make the Beatles, depending where they're from, make them look like their host nation. So if they're in the French, they look French. If they're in Italy, they try and pose them like a bunch of Italians.
Yeah, you're right.
This is my theory. Prove me wrong.
You're right. They really do. I mean, like even the Japan ones, ones from Japan, they make them look almost Japanese. They make die cast. They make figures. Like the toy figures, and they almost slant the eyes on the walls.
Sorry. Help should have revolution on it.
Yeah. Norman Brinley's totally right about that.
There's Australia.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, let's see if they look like they could tie a kangaroo down. Yeah, see, look at that.
Look at the face on
Look at Lennon. He's smiling like he just came out of Perth or something.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way. But yeah, that's Australian there, mate.
Well, I'll tell you now, guys, you wouldn't want to be living in Perth at the moment. Their premier's locking them down every day. As soon as a dog sneezes, he shuts the bloody state down.
Yeah,
It does come out of another lockdown.
There we go. Look what Brad's got.
And they're wearing traditional Japanese clothing, which proves our point.
Yeah, this is, and in the background right here, if you look real closely, back right in here, you'll see Yoko.
Holy crap! I knew something like that would happen.
But see,
Talking
Ringo,
about the marketing.
Ringo is wearing white, so does that mean Ringo is dead?
Oh no! I think it
No, that
he's
means Ringo's
getting
the only
married.
alive one.
Yeah, Ringo's the only one who's really alive. You know, the rest just kidding.
That's my favorite
Ringo
Beatle
shot
theory.
to buy this
Not
now.
Paul is dead. It's everyone's dead but Ringo.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
It's
no,
a conspiracy, I tells you.
Ringo's in white, so he's a ghost.
I had back when all that went on with Paul is dead bit. I remember being in school and one of my school friends committed suicide because of the whole issue.
What did they commit suicide over?
She committed suicide. She committed suicide that evening, a couple evenings ago, actually, when the whole thing went about when Paul was dead from Abbey Road.
Oh no! Wow.
Yeah, she was so in love with Paul, you know.
Oh, poor thing. That's so horrible. Very sad story.
Well, that's part of the conspiracy that it actually happened, and they kept it quiet because they didn't want people, fans, and that killing themselves. That's part of the conspiracy.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, no.
Yeah, my counterpoint to it, I go, boy, the guy they got to replace that McCartney guy sure was talented. I like the new guy, band on the run. I like new guy better.
Billy Shears, he's the man.
It was really Stu Sutcliffe.
Oh,
it was really Stu Sutcliffe.
Now they brought in Dirk McQuickley.
Yeah, Dirk McQuickley. Yeah.
I love them all, but Stig O'Hara, I got the part where he just wanted to be a stewardess. That kind of resonated with me.
Yeah, that was great.
The one thing I'll say about that conspiracy, though, who in history, apart from a few, are so big that a conspiracy like that would take off worldwide. The Beatles. Like, unbelievable. Like, really? And yet it mattered. It was on every news channel, everything.
See, Starman, he's a young man, but he is another brilliant guy. They're putting something in the porridge for the kids. This whole new generation of, Elliot here, the genius, or is it Edison? Edison here.
Oh, yeah.
Tremendous stuff. Now, why did you go with Edison cylinder for your name today?
Well, Doc keeps mentioning the Edison cylinders. So I thought I'd have to, fit in.
I think that's a great name.
So what's going on?
Actually. Good name, actually.
Kathy Radka accounts some sort of bulletin board service that just periodically rotates, kind of the news like you could have a banner just scrolling across here doing that.
About what?
Well, like Bruce Jr., Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney Archive Collection.
Back to remastered, and it's just kind of she's just rotating it.
It's a bot. It comes up every 5 minutes with the same thing.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, what is this?
I just ignore it.
Is this something Macca in his evil genius to control the Paul McCartney?
I don't think so. No. Well, actually, you're missing putting that up. I'm going like, I'm not putting that up. It's just a bot doing some advertising. Get out of here. We know.
He's a real nowhere boy, probably born in 1988. Just taking a guess because it handles Nowhere Boy 88.
It kind of does, though.
What else would I tell you that would be really boring?
Edison Cylinder does sound like the name of a nondescript site group.
This is adding up.
Decadurum roster.
Here's the thing with that. You gave me a perfect excuse to bring up one of my favorite stories.
All right.
The name of the label. When I did my interview with Bob Harris, he was so involved with the psych and prog scene in the early 70s. I'd never known how to pronounce the name of that label. And so I thought, to break the ice, I'll ask Bob Harris. Probably not the best use of my time for the host of the old Grey Whistle test, but what can you do? And so I held up a Procol Harum album. It's like, Bob, how do you say the name of this label? Said, yeah, that's DRAM. So it's DRAM.
We have been saying it wrong for all these years. I've been saying DRAM.
Hudson, if you're out there in the audience now, I got your email, so it's all come through for me.
Yay!
Yeah. Cards and letters are welcome, and albums especially.
In any format, right, Doug?
Any format, yeah. or even Edison cylinders.
Do you know what I
I'm
like
here.
in my collection? Just seeing your share with the Monkees. I don't have a single Monkees album. I feel bad about it.
What? Not a
I don't either, Rachel. I don't
I don't have a
know.
single one.
No.
And when I was a kid, I had the Monkees ring that came in my breakfast cereal. I had Shreddies. I think they came in Shreddies. And you could get the Monkees ring. It was a guitar, that logo in a ring for plastic ring.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've
That's
only got
cool.
I think I've only got Monkeys on some compilation albums.
I wonder if there's any on
eBay.
eBay. Let's go. I'm going to go look right now on eBay.
Something like that, you'd think would be thousands of dollars now, like the finger puppets and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad actually has one. There it is.
There's a fun one to get.
Has he got it?
What's that?
No, no. Yeah.
This came out in stereo, but the harder one to get is in mono. And there's a hush upon the crowd. And then there's this Monkees one. I just recently got that one too.
Ooh.
Since you were talking about one, there's that one.
Yeah, that's the album I got.
That at the moment, Brad, in Australia, again, JB Hi-Fi, they've reintroduced vinyls into their archives and everything. That album is going for over 90. What is it? $95 Australian. So what is that? That's like $100 American.
Yeah, it is. You're right. I mean, it's crazy what this is going for. I mean, it's
that's retail. That's not like an eBay. That's what's going retail. And it's like, wow, okay.
See that? No Wonder Boy 88 has that Monkees on mono, and it's his favorite.
Yeah, the mono sounds so totally different. It's like listening to Sgt. Pepper from stereo to mono. You know, you start listening to Monkees mono to stereo, or
thanks for reminding me, Ethan.
Boys.
Sorry, Brad. You mentioned you've got the mono box set of the Beatles.
Oh yes, I've been meaning to do the thing.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, do the thing.
The question I didn't ask you though, when you burnt them to your computer, is Sgt. Pepper's continuous? Or is it broken up into songs? Or is there a gap? Or does it flow?
The album?
Yeah, the album itself.
Like, does it come in one long?
No, it's
album
broken up into tracks.
Mine created a break as
well.
well.
What's wrong with albums having tracks?
Because Sgt. Pepper's has to be continuous with no gaps.
You
don't want to hear a gap. You don't want to hear a break between Sgt. Pepper's and With a Little Help from My Friends. It's got to flow.
Well, that's on.
Because that's what I'm saying. I've got the mono version in digital, but it's got a break. It breaks before it goes to each song. There's a gap.
Well,
Peppers has to flow.
It's kind of hard to hear like the song Sgt. Pepper, and then when it starts, the crowd starts cheering, and you hear A Little Help from My Friends. There's a gap in between there, and like you said, Paul, it almost kind of stops the whole thing from.
It's the flow. It's the flow of the album.
And I like hearing it straight through.
Yeah.
The way it was meant to be. But that could be repaired, can't it? You just put that in an audio editor and just take that gap out.
It can be. I've got a way where I could just make it a single track if I wanted to. But
And even with when I play Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band Reprise, it kind of flows right into Day in the Life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Because you'll hear I don't know if you guys listen to much on the XM of XM radio with the Beatles channel. They'll play stuff, and you hear a whole segment with them cheering, and then next thing you know, it's cut, and it's like, oh, you can tell that's off the CD. It's poorly done too, because you hear the crowd cheering.
I listen to Sirius XM a lot. I'm always on the Beatles channel. Brad, I got a question for you. How many Dave Clark 5 albums do you have in total?
Actually, tell you the truth, I got them all on vinyl.
Oh, I've been meaning
to every one, and then they've got an interview album of Dave Clark 5, and the name escapes me, but I had the guy sign the album for the Dave Clark 5 who did the interview with Dave Clark 5. But yeah, I've got every one of them on vinyl.
I've been meaning to mention this. I saw that video of you at the record store in what was it?
Banana Records?
Bananas.
Yeah.
In St. Pete's. And there was that whole section of Dave Clark 5 records.
Yeah.
And I was just drooling.
That's good stuff. Yeah, they've got that Banana Records is unbelievable. There's no way, absolutely no way. And I can push through a record store pretty quickly, but there's no way you can do it in a day.
I could only make it through
there
about
were so many
$7 to
rolls
Beatle
in there.
45s there.
Yeah. I mean, my video doesn't do it justice. I mean, they've got
It's
two
insane.
stories tall, the record store, and it's.
I agree with Great Hall. Great Hall on that question.
Wait, it's two stories? I didn't even notice the other one.
Yeah, there's two stories, but then they've also got, it's either two, I'm not sure if it's two or three, but they've got two regular stores also in the same area too, that are regular stores. And then across the street, they've got nothing but like used electronics. So they've got receivers, turntables, speakers, CD players, and
They own the whole block.
it's just, and it's stacked. I mean, I showed a little bit in my video, but it's just stacked with stuff, and it's just unreal. But yeah, it's Dave Clark. I kind of went through quick because I had all of those as well. But yeah, I mean, I could show Dave Clark 5 sometime. But yeah, they're a tremendous band. I mean, Paul McCartney loved Dave Clark 5 a lot. And I think
I was going to throw that in,
Clark
Brad.
5 is underrated.
Yeah, Paul did. He did. He actually loved it.
Okay, so let's tackle this one controversial question. Billy Shears, the ending of Pepper, the beginning with it's the end, but you got to think of what they're doing, right? The whole idea of Pepper is like it's a show. So you got the band, and as they're winding down, then you kind of picture the MC coming out. Billy Shears, here's Billy. Our next act is in, and here it is right away, folks. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sligo's. Good evening. Good evening.
Where you separate Pepper from Little Help? If you were to drop the needle, where do you put it? Before Billy Shears and after Billy Shears?
I put it at Billy Shears because it's the lead in. It's the MC going, here's Johnny. Da, 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 da. It's the thing with that. Here's Johnny, right? Then the band kicks in as soon as he goes, here's Johnny, and that da, 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 Tonight Show theme goes. Yep. And then Carson comes out, and all that. So that's why I think it has to be seen as a segue, seamless joining of the two parts. And you're picturing it like you're watching a show. You're in the audience, you're watching the bands perform. The first number's over, and now we're getting ready for our next. And of course, we've got a new vocalist coming in, Ringo Starr taking the thing. If anybody's Billy Shears, is Ringo Starr. What would you think of us? It's not Paul singing. Billy Shears is Ringo. As far as if you're going.
He says it in "I Was Great." I'm still Billy Shears even after all these years.
Yeah, I'm the greatest.
That comment that we have up there, Doc, who's that, Daniel? Again, you got to put yourself back in 1967 when that album came out. That song introduced the mass market, the commercial market, to world music. That's why the Beatles are the Beatles. They're so innovative.
Because
that song introduced world music to the mass.
Yeah, the Beatles would not have looked down on that song themselves. I think they would go, George, this is good. This is chirpy stuff, man. We want this.
Exactly. What a great way for the masses.
And I think where else are you going to put? Because it's a unique piece of music, so it's a really natural, logical piece to drop on the first side of.
But it's asking like if they had put it like. Well, it's obviously the first song on side 2, but then since it's there, you can just go on and hit the second gap, just skip within you without you completely.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's why they put it as the first track.
I agree with Paul. And the other thing, you could say that about any song on side 2 of any album.
Exactly.
The first side of any album that's, anything, it's sure to be skipped. Yeah.
I love Mr. K.
So, no.
Yeah.
But, back to what Paul was saying, back when Pepper came out, everybody was so used to a format of a song being 2 minutes, and that was it, and the DJ was done, with that, to where Pepper kind of flowed into the next song, and it flowed into the next song. And they were, going bonkers actually in the radio station by playing that album, because it just kept going and going, like you said, Rachel, like a radio station. And it was such a mind-blowing album to continue at that time. And it was incredible because Ringo Starr doing that song and everything was great. And they actually the original words, they were really they changed it because in the original lyrics, when Ringo was saying, you know, what would you do when I sang out of tune? The original words were going to be, would you stand up and throw tomatoes?
Throw tomatoes. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And Ringo said, I'm not bloody well singing that song, you know.
No, because they'll throw tomatoes at him.
Because they had so much stuff thrown at them, jelly beans and everything. Yeah.
It was a joke because all the jelly babies that they were throwing at the concert. So they Paul and Jonathan was hilarious. But Ringo's like, no.
As I say, you got to put Pepper in context. You can sit back now and go, oh, yeah. That album started everything, did everything, changed everything.
I agree, Paul.
Everything.
Brilliant.
You could go back and go, this is dated, that is dated.
Yeah.
No.
And so the Beatles reprise
that album. They made it art. They made pop music art.
Does the Beatles reprise on Sgt. Pepper? Does it, or is it the, you know, with the rooster thing? Is it the guitar guy? Is it the rooster going? And then the guitar on that album. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's a really good one, Rachel, because like you listen to it and it's such a great mix, that cock and then going into the guitar.
It's brilliant.
And you get that
brilliant. It is brilliant.
It just
that
rocks.
what?
And in fact, on the reissue of Pepper, they blow that, in my opinion, on the Giles Martin remix. With it.
Yeah.
They do, because those drums you need those drums to go, you need them to thunder, because that just drives into the reprise, which is a jammed up, rocked up version of Sgt. Pepper, the original.
I still think the mono version, the drums on the mono, on the reprise are just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I often find myself like popping just playing that intro. Those drums on the mono sound unbelievable.
Yeah,
so I don't know what happened on stereo.
Like a teenager just tripping to that, you know. That.
Yeah, unreal.
I wait for that, you know. Good morning to fade out with and the horse and all this shit, and then you wait for that. And you go, here we go, and then it's boom, boom, bam, boom, 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 bam, boom, 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 bam, and then you get the guitar. You know, I read the news today. You're going, holy shit!
I know. It's
yeah, never be the same again.
Unbelievable. Paul McCartney liked it so much he does it in concert. I almost like the reprise when Paul does that than the actual Sgt. Pepper when he does it. You know, the reprise has got a lot more rock to it.
I always liked the reprise better, even in the 70s when I was first experiencing it. Right, it was the 70s version that I liked.
I don't even have Pepper Mono. I got to get Pepper Mono.
Well, I just that's why I just mentioned Ethan. I mentioned it one day with Ethan. He goes, "Oh, I've got it. I've got the box set." And he goes, "I've copied it on my hard drive. I'll send it to you." And I was like, "Don't mate, don't go that trouble."
Did Robert P. give you the mono there, Doc?
Oh, not of Pepper.
Greg, you'll love it. Greg, I can't. Love it.
Oh,
Doc, you don't have a copy of the mono?
That box set? No, I don't.
Do you have a digital copy?
I can make one.
Good tidings may be passed around.
Well, you can't get Beatles, the Sgt. Peppers in Australia in mono. It's just not for sale. The only place I've come across is a dude in America, and the cost is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I cannot get it in Australia.
You can't find it in mono then?
Sorry?
You can't find it in Australia from...
No, I'm sure people own it, but they're not selling it.
Wow. For anything reasonable.
Can't get it.
For anything reasonable.
No one in Australia is selling it. It's not for sale. The only people where it pops up for sale is like America, Japan, and the cost is phenomenal.
Well, all records end up in Japan.
There's no one in Australia, like eBay and stuff like that, Discogs, selling it from Australia.
It's either Japan or my collection.
Well, Starman has them, and they're all ripped and lossless for everyone here. This is like Oprah Winfrey. Look under your seat. You've got the mono.
You get mono, and you get mono, and you get mono.
Nice. So, Brad, I have something to tell you because I listen to the Beatles channel a lot. I listen to the Fab Forum every Wednesday night with Dennis Elsis and Tom Frangione. I forget the other guy's name. Well, not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday before. They've been waiting to get this guy on there for a long time. They interviewed Klaus Foreman.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. That's
It
really
was one of the best interviews I ever heard.
Keep listening. I'm going to be on there next month.
Are you?
Yeah.
On the Fab Forum.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
If things work out. I've had so many things fall through that I was all excited to tell my channel and tell live chats and all kinds of stuff. Hey, I'm going to be doing this, and then next thing I know, it falls through, and the guy says, "Oh, well, we've held it back a month," and then I'm calling the next month, and it's like, "Oh, that fell through."
Write that down.
I mean, I've got an interview all set and ready to go with the drummer for Wings. I set up an interview a year ago with Joe English, and it still keeps falling through.
Wow.
Because nobody's talked to Joe English. I've met him several times, got his autograph on all kinds of McCartney stuff I've got.
Joe English would be interesting to me because he's a Christian, became a Christian. So I'd be interested in hearing his testimony about everything.
Yeah, the only interesting thing is, I mean, praise the Lord, he became a Christian, but he ended up becoming a Christian, which is great. We're all happy he did, but he fell off the wagon and joined some cult. He's no longer really a Christian. He's
oh no! What did he join?
It's really messed up. I mean, they believe some really bizarre, strange stuff. Because last time I talked to him, I don't know if it's going to happen or not. Because Joe and I, the interview didn't go too good of trying to talk about church stuff. Because me being a born again Christian and him with this cult, they really are in some strange stuff.
Mm.
Oh wow! What a crazy thing!
Wow.
Which is too bad. But yeah, I've been trying to get trying to talk to Joe about it. Cause like Joe does not do any, he won't go to Beatle Fest. He won't do the Beatle reunions, and I talked to him and, about, well, what about, talking to Denny Lane, if you guys get back together and, he won't even talk to Paul McCartney. He's kind of with Paul too. So, but anyway, that's another story.
Yeah, Robert got me my mono Beatles, absolutely. And then I've been fortunate enough, through other agencies. Patrick Vinyl Archivist has been really helpful. He's got a couple of monos pressings of various albums in my hands. And,
that's the spirit of the vinyl community.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Very nice. Yeah. Because I love the mono box set. I wish they would, press some more stuff because I've got it on vinyl and CD, both the one that you were showing earlier on CD, and they're tremendous. I mean, they could come out with several other things that they could do, which would be great.
Billy Gibbons, the ZZ Top guy?
Yeah.
What? A psych?
Oh yeah,
He had a psych group.
If you watch Billy Gibbons on the ZZ Top documentary Netflix, it should still be on there if you get a chance to watch it. It's really, really well done.
I don't
recommend it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Rachel, I've got Netflix, but it differs to what you've got in America to what we get. So a lot of times people have mentioned, hey, it's on Netflix, and we don't have it. So
I fully understand. The Americans get a lot of stuff we don't get either.
Yeah.
No autographs, Denny Lane.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I had a similar experience.
You should give him your autograph.
Yeah.
I should. Just as a bit of a mind trip.
No. What was your adventure with Denny Lane, Edison Cylinder?
It wasn't really that, adventurous, but he was at a Beatle Fest. He was like everyone else was signing autographs, There was like Lawrence Stewart and Steve Hawley were in the main room with everyone else, and Denny Lane was in his own little side room. And there was no indication that he was charging for autographs until you got to the front of the line, and then someone asked you for money.
Oh, by the way, we need money.
I don't get that.
We need money first.
I don't get that. To ask money for an autograph, like wowee.
That's
very common. Very common practice.
Oh, I know it is, Rachel, but honestly, even Paul McCartney, if I had the opportunity to meet him and he goes, "Oh, you got to pay," I'd say no. Like, really? I got to pay you for an autograph?
Well, Danny Lane,
I probably paid for half your house over the years.
But you pay a lot to go to Beatlefest anyway. You know, it's a lot of money to go to the show. You know, you got to buy tickets, and you buy 1 day pass or 3 day pass, and then you got
to eat and all this kind of.
Yeah, so for Denny Lane, because I think I was at the same Beatlefest you're talking about. You know, for Denny Lane to say, "Oh, well, I'm charging $40, and my wife's sitting here, she's going to take up the money." You know, it's like,
what was it, 2019?
Yeah, I think
Chicago.
It was. No, I was in New York. I didn't go Chicago. Actually, I'd like to do Chicago and New York both this year. I'm going to try and see if I can do both.
Oh, maybe we can finally meet at that Chicago one.
Yeah, because the Chicago one, I have fond memory. That's the first one I went to. I went to the Chicago one back in '81. Was my first one in Chicago.
Come on, Edison, we'll go. Pick me up on your way.
I'll be back in a sec, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, Paul.
Bye, Paul.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. I don't know if I'll be able to because I got a lot of other stuff coming up. You know, like I said, I've got a lot of photo shoots. You know, I do photography for car stuff, and I've got a lot coming up this summer since COVID locked everybody down. I got a lot coming up because this year they're going to do full force of a lot of shows.
Well, the thing is, I'm.
It's possible.
Evan? Who's Evan? I'm Ethan.
Ooh, typo. But there's one problem. We can't cross into the States yet. We're still.
And the thing is, with the
border
with the Chicago, with the Chicago Beatlefest, they're not sure if it's going to happen.
Well, that's true too. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. I mean,
Matthew Smith went in 78 and 81. So, that's years ago. Ooh.
Oh, I know.
Wow.
I'm gonna meet Beetle Brad.
Who? Not Beetle Brad.
Yeah, but yeah, with the border closed, we Canadians can't get to America anymore. So
it's like here's pictures when I did my talk and stuff with Danny Lane.
That's him.
That's him. Yeah, boy, I hit some nerves with this guy.
Ooh. Wow.
Because I was talking to him, and I said, "Wouldn't it be great if you guys did a concert together with like, or maybe an album with him and Paul and stuff?" The guy there's with I had to get these pictures out and show them to you. I got regular pictures with him. He played in Bruce Springsteen's band, and he also played in Ringo Starr's All Street Band. He did. Yeah, he was there at the fest. But yeah, this is like the time that the Beatles, when all three of Wings were all together. But yeah, that was several years back.
Steve Lukather and all those guys.
Yeah, it's Joe English and
there's Juber.
Yeah, Lawrence Jubler.
I had him at my show. Nice guy.
Just interviewed him.
Yeah. But anyway,
Juber was my big Christmas show.
Oh wow! But yeah, there's like the three of them. I did an interview on my channel with them as well. Sorry about the glare.
It's all right.
What is the one trying to strangle the other guy?
Looks that way.
Ooh.
Thank you, Matthew Smith.
Yeah, that thing.
I found out something this morning I didn't even know.
Here we go.
Ooh.
I've got actual photographs. I don't know why. I mean, I need to show these, but some other time. And then there's the guy who played on the sessions with George Harrison, and there's my album of George Harrison, All Things Must Pass, which is a very rare pressing.
Wow, that's a different cover.
Is that the Russian?
Yeah, actually it is. I think it's a Russian album. And you want to know the funny story about the Russian pressing of this one? It's only a 2-record set as opposed to a 3. They cut out the second album entirely in there in Russia.
Is that Alan White?
What's that?
Is that Alan White?
No, I can't think. I'm drawing names like crazy. I can't think.
It looks like Mickey Dolenz.
But it's he played on the All Things Must Pass album. Then there's the guy did Double Fantasy that I was talking about. That's the interview I did with him. Jack White. In my concert, and when I did my interview, well, I didn't do it on my video, but there's Elton John and I actually.
What?
When he was in concert.
What? Wait a minute. Where are you? Where are you?
This is 2 years ago when Elton John performed here, close to my hometown. Elton John and I are in the same car club, so I did a quick talk with him. I was going to do it for my video, but it didn't. It didn't happen because he wasn't too happy about it, so I had to erase it. But I saw him a couple. I saw him in concert, did the whole thing and all that, and it just didn't work out. He was kind of in a ticked off mood because we were in the green room for the interview and did the whole discussion and talked and all that kind of stuff. And then he got mad because the food wasn't what he ordered, and so he kind of threw the plate, and that kind of ended things quickly.
Hey, Brad, do you know this fella right here?
Is that Paul from Canada?
Yeah, that's him. That's the guy.
Paul from Canada?
All the way.
Paul, my good friend Paul. Paul's a great guy.
Yeah, he is.
Paul and I go back at least 10, 15, I don't know, 7 minutes at least.
See you tomorrow, Rachel, if you're going to do something. Brad, I found out something this morning about Denny Lane because I was listening on the Beatles channel to the repeat of Peter Asher's From Me to You show where he analyzes all the songs. I didn't know that Denny Lane was the lead singer for the Moody Blues. Before they went Nights in White Satin.
Yeah.
Go now.
Yeah, they played that this morning. I was like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were like a blues band before they get orchestral and that. And I didn't know Denny Lane was the lead singer.
Yeah, he was huge in Moody Blues. I mean, it was fantastic. It's almost like a joke. A lot of people even said, Paul McCartney. I didn't know Paul McCartney was in before Wings. There you go, Paul. Well, this way, Paul's got it. Yeah.
I've got it too.
Yeah.
I can't reach it as fast as Paul can, but yeah.
Yeah, it's when did they do this? I can't remember the year, but it was early 66.
Sorry, Doc, there was a cue.
Yeah, that's probably the original cover there.
This is the British one.
Oh, I like the British cover though. I think it's just because it's different. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Glad to see you, Paul. How you been doing?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm gonna go see. Actually, for those of you who don't know, I had cancer issues, and so I'm actually having some cancer problems. So I'm gonna go see my cancer doctor in about a week. So I'm having a lot of stomach problems.
Oh boy.
Well, best of luck, Brad.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Brad.
Yeah.
We'll be praying. What day are you going?
I don't know exactly just yet. We've kind of lined it up, and my cancer doctor's kind of saying that probably Thursday, not next week, but the next Thursday after that. So, yeah, I've had a couple severe operations. So, but, I don't know if things are kind of messing up or what's going on, but having a lot of stomach problems.
Yeah. Okay.
Life is a bugger, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It gives you everything and it just takes it away.
Yeah.
But you're looking good right now, though.
Yeah, you're looking healthy, bro.
Yeah, sure.
We're hanging out here pretty good. I mean, we're going stark raving mad, not being able to be normal. But
how are the dogs doing, Paul?
Good. I just had them for a walk.
Yeah.
We've just been out for a while. We went to this trail. Actually, about 40 minutes away from us. Never been there before. A beautiful spot in the woods, and yeah, it's a gorgeous day here today. Perfect
rabbits.
Yeah, perfect weather here. It's a nice walk along the side of a river and in the bush. Yeah, really pretty spot. We haven't been there before, so yeah, we're probably going to go back to it. It's really nice. Not too long, short. Our old dog, she can't handle long walks anymore, so we just do the quick little ones, to get her
Yeah, that's too bad.
Phones, well, she's 12,
Yeah.
So that happens.
Well, I recently changed phones, Paul, so I lost your phone number. So in my new video, if you could send me your phone number again, like I used to talk to you. That's why I've been able to talk to you, is because I lost your number. So if you could,
I'll email it to you. I still have your email.
Yep, you know my name. Look up the number.
Yeah, I'll send you. I still got it's the Chuck and Die one, right?
Yeah.
Up Chuck and Die. Yeah. I'll send you an email with it.
That'd be great. Yeah. So yeah, we'll kind of tidy up a little news here for Paul and I. Yeah, but Paul's a great guy. For those of you who don't watch Paul's channel, and you should.
We're all well acquainted with Paul's channel.
I know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, price of fame.
Starman Brentley wishes you the very best, Brad.
Oh,
I'm familiar with Paul's channel. He's the one with the condiment name, right?
No, that's some other guy.
Oh no, yeah. Something else completely.
I was joking around with my wife the other day. She said, I'm kind of busy doing some stuff in the kitchen. Can you take the trash out? And I go, no. Beetle Brad does not take out trash. She goes, well, you want to bet?
Around your house, you're just Brad.
I'm not even that. I'm called something else.
Oh my goodness. Well, we won't go there.
Yeah, we won't go there. No, I got a great wife. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, my gosh, where did Richard Dolan go? He was here. Like,
I know, he just disappeared.
Yeah, Richard was a part of this whole mess, but I wonder where he went.
Yeah, he like, oh my
Don't
God,
know what you have until it's gone.
It's gone.
Hey, I think you were showing.
Brad was here. Then
I think you were showing photos before.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
To come on earlier, but my wife said we should take the dogs for a walk. It's such a gorgeous day out. We any chance to get an afternoon with the family.
That's always good.
Now you should be taking the cat for a walk.
Well,
equal time.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think she'd be too thrilled about that.
I was seeing somebody take a puppy for a walk earlier this morning. The puppy was not too happy about it, so it was being dragged. Like, come on.
Everybody and their dog was out today. That's for sure. There's a lot of people out today. It's.
I have my dog Sadie out today too.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog. I just have a stuffed cat.
Well,
stuffed cat.
Yeah.
Wait, what do we got here? What is that?
This is the last time I went to see McCartney in Melbourne. I got very good tickets, very close. Now the thing is, this phone's not very good. My daughter managed to tape the whole concert because she got a flashy iPhone or whatever.
That's a good picture. Wow, you're close.
Well, example. Look at you can't tell that's really blurry, but look at this one, which is
that's really close.
That's blurry too.
Yeah.
Look at this. Hang on. There's one when he was. Oh, hang on, because hang on. There's another one.
Oh, it's the green screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on.
I'll see if I can just wait.
This photo. I hope it comes up because of the green screen. Yeah, look at that one.
Put it in your jacket. It should be okay if you.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't.
Shake his hand.
Sorry, it's not working. That photo is crystal clear. It's grouse.
That was from the last tour, right?
Yeah. A little bit of video here. Hang on.
I wonder if you could watch that shirt if he just kept wearing it. Same shirt he wore everywhere.
Yeah.
He's kind of down to his last 30 million, so things are getting tough, Paul.
There's some live footage.
Wow.
That is so cool.
He came to Vancouver. I saw him in Vancouver, and that concert's actually on YouTube. You can find it.
I will be right back.
Is that the video you recorded, Paul?
Yeah, but my daughter, because she had an iPhone, like a new iPhone, the quality's unbelievable.
Those are good pictures. You're really close up. My goodness.
Yeah, I was very lucky. We were very lucky getting those tickets. And but as I said, I haven't got her phone on me now. Should post it, shouldn't I? Really?
You should. Yeah.
It's really good footage. It's really good footage on her iPhone.
Yeah, it was a pretty good concert, the one in Vancouver. I'd say for me, the highlights were Live and Let Die and Helter Skelter.
Yeah.
blew me away.
What's
Great.
Yes.
Once you get to live and let die with the fireworks, there's no. That's it.
It was
That's all she
great.
wrote. All she wrote.
Yeah.
He did such a great job on both of those. It's just unbelievable to hear him do Helter Skelter and hitting. I mean, the guitar
so
on the
loud. My God, they were loud with Helter Skelter. I couldn't believe how loud they were.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable.
I don't know if he did this when you saw him as well, Paul. But right after when he did Helter Skelter, he breaks into Jimi Hendrix Foxy.
Yeah, he did the same thing. He did the same thing here too. Yeah,
Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it?
yeah, I know. Because what it is too, like for me, but I'm sure there's other people. But you go, it's a real band. Like it's a real band rocking out.
He's been with those guys for easily 20 years, right? I mean,
more than the Beatles have been together. He's been together with this band.
Any band, those guys.
I think I told the anecdote because I took my whole family to the last one, and they love the Beatles, and so does my wife. And we're just sitting there waiting, and all of a sudden the lights come down. Paul walked on. I turn around to my wife, and she's crying.
Ooh.
Because it's Paul McCartney. There he is. But
Yeah.
this concert here, I'll just show it again. I think it was '89.
Okay.
That was at the MCG, the Melbourne Cricket Ground, and we got to sit on the grass. We're probably only like 20 rows back.
That the Flowers in the Dirt tour?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, 1989.
Too in '89 during Flowers in the Dirt. That's the badge or the pin.
Yeah, the pin. That concert, that was unbelievable. There was like 2.5 hours, song after song after song after song, and it was just like you were on a magical mystery tour. You were gone. It was unbelievable. I'll never
I'm
forget
amazed at the energy the guy has still. Like it just, and he didn't stop. Like it was 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, the one thing, and it wasn't just us; it was people around us. Someone said it. The guy didn't even have a drink of water.
Unbelievable.
He didn't even stop to have a drink of water. Like that's not normal. That's not normal.
I mean, I got up probably twice during the concert to go to the bathroom, and
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, unbelievable. Maybe that's why he doesn't drink water, because he has to go for slash. I don't know.
Makes sense.
Not once. Like in nearly 2.5 to 3 hours. Didn't even have a sip of water or anything. Nothing. Unbelievable.
And even then, he'd have like a 60-year-old bladder.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's why he doesn't drink water, so he doesn't have to go to the toilet.
Excuse me.
Excuse me for a moment. I'll just leave you with the accordionist.
Crazy theory. Maybe it's not even Paul. Maybe he died and they brought in somebody to replace him.
Oh.
It's Elon Musk, my friend. It's a robot, and
yeah, we went down that road a couple minutes ago, Paul. You missed that.
Oh, sorry. I
Okay.
was in a queue.
I'm behind him.
But amazing as it is, I mean, look at Paul McCartney and Mick Jagger. I mean, here's even Ringo Starr at 80 years old. He's talking about going back out on tour next year when this COVID lifts.
And out of all of them, Ringo Starr, like really, an alcoholic, smoked like a bloody chimney, blah 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 blah. Have a look at the dude.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Jumping jack.
He's been
unbelievable
for years now. I mean, decades. He's been cleans for decades. So
I know, but still, the damage he must have done to his body over the years.
But, he was still pretty young, and you recover.
I mean,
obviously he did.
Yeah,
obviously he did.
Sorry, I didn't know what you.
It's just a funny thing. This, I know a lot of people like and Rachel saying Beatle boys and that, but it's one of those things, and it's like I keep saying, it's like we all were blessed to be alive. That to have the Beatles. Think of all the people who have passed who never got to hear the Beatles. I mean, at least we got to hear Beethoven, Mozart, blah blah blah. But at least we're in a generation that got to hear the Beatles.
Well, you see that, but that's
what is that?
That's the set list from when I saw him. I wrote down the songs as he played them.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, I love seeing Paul in concert. Don't get me wrong, but I'm really tired of "Hey Jude" in concert.
That takes 8 minutes all by itself.
Hey, Paul, I noticed the first song you did there was Hard Day's Night.
Yeah.
Both times, the 89 and the one just recently, a couple of years ago, both times he opened with Drive My Car. Both those concerts. Yeah, both those concerts.
Yeah.
Well, over half the songs are Beatle tunes, you know. So.
Yeah, well, it was the same with us
I know
too.
what you're saying, Brad, about Hey Jude, but I mean, you know, who's going to go to a Paul McCartney concert and walk away feeling happy if he doesn't play it? You know,
Exactly.
He just has
You're
to.
right. Yeah.
You
And
know,
ex- and
people
the-
walk
and-
out and be ticked off that he didn't play it.
And it's not only that; it's the audience participation. Like when he stops and says, "Oh, okay, all the girls, all the boys, everyone on the left, everyone on the right."
It was
to be there is phenomenal.
It was the Beatles' biggest single, and you know, that's just one you're not going to escape. You know?
But you know, there'll come a day where Paul won't be around, and you know, it's great that he still does it because you know, there's nobody else that's going to be able to replace it to do it. I mean, I don't want to hear Beyonce doing "Hey Jude" in concert.
Well, exactly.
No
Yeah, but that's the same. That's the kind of feeling I got. I was saying to people, I was very lucky. A nice person passed on the Ram On, the new Denny Seinwell album, right? It is fantastic. When you get to hear it, or if you've pre-ordered it, it is unbelievable. And the vocalists he got to do the songs are unbelievable. But when I got to the end of it, I went, I'd rather hear Paul doing Ram. Because they're not Paul. It's not Paul McCartney's voice, you know. Even though they were, well, the first song I went to was Monkberry Moon Delight. The guy that does that blows it away, but it's not Paul.
Paul stops doing it, you know, those songs won't be played. And I you know, people, it's almost for some people it'd be sacrilegious to even cover a Beatles song. You know, you know, it's just kind of sacred ground for a lot of people, but. Yeah, it's sad to say, but I mean that's where we are now, right?
Yeah, can you imagine Billie Eilish doing a Beatles song?
I don't know who's Billie Eilish.
She did a very good rendition of something.
Who, Billie Eilish did?
Yeah, it was beautifully done.
I sometimes get an Eilish in my eye. It bugs me all day.
Brad, you're the Beatle T-shirt guy. Do you have this one? I got this for my birthday last month. Make me big.
Ooh.
Oh wow,
that's different.
You know, actually, I do have the exact same one, but the Beatles on the top is different than mine than yours. I got the exact same one, but the lettering's different.
Now, do you notice that Paul's walking on a blue stripe? There's another clue for you all.
Wait, show it again.
Yeah.
It's a new conspiracy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's how he looked when he wasn't taking in oxygen anymore.
28.
Conspiracy, I tell you.
Yeah, because blue actually means
without breath.
He blew his mind out in a car.
There it is. He blew his mind out. Yeah.
The lights had changed.
Blue means
part of the blue meanies.
Yeah, blue just means it's not red. That's what it means.
Could have been part of the blue meanies also, you know.
Yeah, it's a blue
meanies, yeah, or cold blue or something like that, yeah.
Not cool T-shirt, James. I wish I had that.
Here you go, Doc. Here's one of the newer things I got recently. This is a promo for Sears for the Beatles yesterday and today.
Look at the price on it even. Only $2.65.
Has that been laminated, Brad? Has that been
I got
laminated?
it in hard plastic, actually. It's kind of flimsy.
Oh, it's in a pocket. Okay.
Yeah, being that it's so old, I've got it in hard plastic.
No, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
I'm going to frame it, but I just haven't gotten around to it. But it's quite lovely, you know, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, if you peel it, Brad, is there a butcher cover underneath that?
Who need to peel it?
Scratch it.
Hold it up to the light.
Yeah, well, I know it's all bullshit, but there's apparently that photo there is apparently another clue that he's in a coffin, and if you put it sideways,
it is. Yeah, you're right.
If you put it sideways, he's supposed to be in a coffin.
Yep.
My God.
Here's another clue for you all.
Yeah, he's doing a Houdini.
It never ends. It never ends.
No, it doesn't. But the best part about the conspiracy, all these clues they keep pulling up, they all fit. If you want to follow, go, oh, yes, it is. They kind of work. But I suppose you can make anything work, can't you?
Well, yeah, sure. It's backwards engineering.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But now Sirius doesn't no longer exist. Either the Simpsons.
Well, I'm still sticking to my theory.
Which was?
And that is?
Well, Paul's the one that lived. It's the other three who died.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, well, we already had the Ringo theory that he's wearing white and the rest aren't. So
when
Ringo's
they're in the
wearing white.
Bahamas filming Help, they went out on a fishing trip and the boat sank, and Paul's the only one that lived.
There you go. He and Keith Richards, because Keith Richards is going to outlive all of us. He'll still be around.
True.
Keith Richards been pickled, so he's good to go for the next 50 years or more.
The last Stones tour was sponsored by Madame Tussauds.
Keith is
There you go.
I love Keith. He's a very funny man.
Yeah,
if you see him in the movie China Light,
and he hasn't changed. He's still the Keith Richards he was in 1964. The
song ends and Keith is like this. I'm like, Keith, the song is over. Do you know what century you're in? He's like, He's just standing there like this with his guitar bent over like this. I'm like, dude, wake up.
Keith is great.
Well, I remember seeing an interview with Paul, and it came up that he spent he was on holiday somewhere or whatever, and Keith Richards was there, and he spent the day with him, and even Paul said he's just a blast to be with. He's an absolute blast.
Yeah. No, he's a funny guy. I just love watching interviews.
Yeah, I do too. I remember once, I don't forget where it was. I put up a photo. Have you ever seen his hands?
Oh yeah.
They're fucking gnarled. His knuckles are all.
Yeah, it's arthritis. I don't know how the guy can play, but
well, he only has to play one riff, so
maybe
that's what they have Ronnie Wood for.
That's right. That's what Ronnie's there for.
They brought in a spare.
He's like Eddie Munster. I mean, he just coughs and smoke comes out of him.
Are you familiar with Keith's solo albums? Because they are really good. His solo.
I heard that.
So
a lot of people have said they wonder why Keith isn't dead. I think he's bloody preserved, is what he is.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's gone past death now. He's just preserved. It's like a prune.
Arthritis in his hands. How does he do it?
How does he what?
How does he play with arthritis in his hands?
Wow. If you're a muso, his guitar's open tuned. So basically, he could just get away by putting one finger across the whole fret, and he's got a chord. So it's not like he has to actually physically do much. So he can get away with just playing one finger. Hello.
Hi, I love you to meet my mom. This is Pat.
Hello, Mum.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing today? How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Glad to see you. Hope you're feeling well and doing well, Mom.
Well, for 80 years old, I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, I think you're doing great. That's terrific. 80 years old. Good for you.
Yeah.
God bless you. That's great.
Nice meeting you. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Nice meeting you. Definitely, yeah.
It's really hard to tell they're related, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I was about to. You're the spitting image of your mum, James.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I do.
Very much.
Paul fit to be tie-dyed. The other Paul, this Paul. Paul fit to be tie-dyed. I just got the Rolling Stones. You'll like this since Paul's this way. Since Paul's such a great Rolling Stones guy, I got their new the new song that they did, but it's
Flying
on
Glove. What? Sorry, what's that?
It's the new Rolling Stones song, but it's on vinyl. But it's on orange vinyl though, limited edition.
Oh, that's the one they put out, Living in a Ghost Town.
Yeah, great song.
That's a good song. Yeah, I've heard that.
It's on orange and purple. There's two editions. Have you seen the purple one?
Yeah,
purple like Keith's hand.
My friend got the purple, and there's also a white. Yeah, Paul's going to go get his. I can go get the orange one if y'all want to see it.
Wait a minute, there's also a white one?
Yeah.
And a black one.
Oh, that wasn't good.
What the hell just happened there?
Taxi.
There's a white one? I didn't know there was a white one.
Yeah, there's a white one too.
And a black one.
It'll turn white if you leave it out in the sun.
Wait, I'll blow you up. There you go.
One more time, Paul. There you go. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's only a one-sided single, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Purple.
Yeah. So Brad, you got to go shopping.
My friend got the purple one, so yeah. But did you get the white one as well, Paul?
No, I didn't know there was a white one.
Yeah, that's the other one you need.
Well, Brad, you're going to have to show us the white one.
Two's enough.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's kind of like the McCartney Imagined. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, you get 16 different color variations. I'm tired of it already.
Yeah. I've got one. That's all I need.
Yeah, I've got 2 coming. Hopefully, it'll get here before the Ringo Starr vinyl.
And as I've said before, I understand. I'm not knocking people who do buy all the coloured variations. If you're a collector, I do understand it. I do get it, but I'm happy with
We're
one.
not collectors. We're not going to spend $1,000 or whatever to get every possible.
Yeah,
color
but
combination.
again, if you're a collector, you know, it's like coins, you know, or anything.
Mhm.
You know, you
That's
get
what
into
Paul
it. You
was
need that print and this year and blah blah blah. And I understand that.
That's what Paul was counting on when he put that out. Oh, wait. Now we got the AC/DC box thingy.
Oh, is that the one that lights up?
Oh, look at that!
Bang, bang, bang. Wow.
Wow.
That's so cool.
That's unreal.
Even the box plays music.
Yeah.
And just with that, the stream got taken down for copyright infringement.
Oh, no. Oh. Put it away. Put it away.
Put it away.
Good night, everybody.
No, we
Thanks
got
for coming on, Doc. See you later.
Yeah, we're out.
Well, the way it works, Ethan, we wouldn't even be able to say goodbye. Apparently, it just goes bang. It's gone. Just black.
Wow.
Yeah, bye, Doc.
Ooh, we hit the 3-hour mark. Holy crap.
I
We're
know.
doing good.
It's been
It
a
flies. It flies.
gangbuster
It's
show
unreal.
today. Wow.
Yeah.
Did I hear somebody say they were going by? No?
I got to go in a few minutes. My wife has made dinner, and I'm probably not going to be involved.
Ooh, what's for dinner tonight, Brad?
Don't know. Need to find out. See what she's made. Yeah, be good.
I've made my cabbage casserole. Yum. We're going to McDonald's, hon.
I cooked your left tennis shoe.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How's Buddy doing?
We got a dog. Yeah, Paul knows Buddy. He's doing great. He was in not the last video, but the video before that. So he's doing great. It's his house. We're just maintaining it for him.
So he's getting along better now, though. Like he's.
Yeah, he's got a lot better. Our dog really has a huge separation anxiety, so we can't leave him too long. But he's doing a little better. But it's
good.
It's still pretty bad.
Yeah.
You mean Buddy is going through separation anxiety?
He does. I mean, he
Really?
goes ballistic. He starts shooting on furniture and howling.
That's his revenge for leaving him alone.
Exactly.
When he was on your lap in that video, he didn't want to leave you.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
God.
Yeah, I mean, he was up here a minute ago. I should have had him in the video, but yeah, he's a good dog.
So what you're going to have to do is put him in like a little cage or some sort of lock him in a room that he can't do much damage when he's having his anxieties.
Oh no, we had him in a cage at one time, and he chewed on the cage so much that his gums all started bleeding and stuff.
Oh no,
it's terrible. Yeah, we really had it. So all of us are on Xanax probably now. So all 3 of us.
Well,
you know when he gets like that,
take it with you.
You know what you do, Brad? Take your middle finger like here, put it right between his nose, and just gently go rub like this in a circular motion. It's called T-touch. That'll relax him.
Ooh, I feel better already. I mean, I'll do it for the dog. I thought you were doing
Xanax anymore.
Yeah, try that on Buddy and see if that helps.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll try.
I do that when my dog Sadie gets a little too hyper. I just do that, and she loves it.
Really?
Well, it beats what vets do to dogs with their finger.
Oh, yeah.
Hasn't relaxed any of my pets.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it with my middle finger.
Yeah.
Next time.
Don't want to play any Yoko albums. That'd make them even madder if I play Yoko stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
The dog will probably sing along.
I'm going to say whatever. I'm going to say what everyone's thinking here. Sorry, Yoko Ono howling. I'm sorry, John. Whatever drug she had you on, I don't know what the hell you were hearing, but I'm sorry. If there's nothing apart from a cat being strangled, the worst sound I've ever heard on this fucking planet is her howling. I'm sorry.
I could get my stylophone and, you could change it.
I'm sorry. Even running your fingers down a chalkboard, I'd live with that. But Yoko Ono howling, yeah. Some of the funny Instant Karma, the video, the official video, they actually muted her. They muted her. If you watch, she's been muted out of the video.
Yeah, that's great.
Apparently, John wasn't happy about it after the fact, but there you go.
But Yoko, she did get better.
Oh no! When she sings, she's actually really good, and I like a lot of her music. It's the howling. I just sorry, can't handle that at all. But yeah, her singing and some of her songs are really, really good.
I really good. A song that I really like that Weird Al Yankovic did. It's called that Achy Breaky Song, from
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, Billy Ray Cyrus. He says, I can put up with any, and part of the words in the lyrics says, I can put up with anything except a Yoko Ono marathon.
I filmed a Plastic Ono Band video earlier today, and I wasn't happy with it, so I didn't post it. But I wasn't even going to bother doing it, But I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it. I mean, everybody's done a video on it already, so.
Oh yeah, but you'll still get a few views.
What do you think of the box set, Paul?
Well, that's part of what I was mentioning in the video, and I think the box set is
for this one.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, it's really for the hardcore guy. I tell you, there's really only one CD in it that I really was interested in, and that was the one where they're doing the rehearsing. I don't even know what they call it, but I think it was the 4th CD. But they're rehearsing, and he and Ringo are talking. They're doing a rundown of the tracks, and that I found that really interesting. That I liked that. Yeah.
My White impression.
The rest of it is like I said, it's for the hardcore fan. But we're here, and I was really surprised about how between he and Ringo, at least, it was really collaborative. John telling Ringo what to do. I mean, Ringo was kind of at points telling John what to do.
Yeah,
and it was really, I found that was really interesting. But I like that CD. I think that's, for me, that was the best part of the box set.
The only thing is, Paul, which it's like it's the whole thing. It's like, it's great, and you get to hear it for the first time. And I've managed. I haven't got it, but I've been able to hear a lot of the stuff. Yeah. But like, you own it. How many times are you going to revisit those other CDs? Like, how many times are you actually going to go back?
Probably not that often. And honestly,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Here's my take on the whole album. Okay, the album was a stripped back album to begin with. Okay?
Yep.
So how much improvement are you going to make to it? To me, like the original, there's not a lot of instruments being drowned out. John's not being drowned out because it's a very sparse album.
Yes, exactly.
So how much improvement are you going to make when you got so little to work with in terms of the instrumentation, right? And so when I heard I had the album, I had the vinyl for a couple of weeks now. I just got the box set earlier this week, but I had the vinyl for a couple of weeks before that. And I listened to it. I thought, yeah, it's good. It sounds really clean and crisp, but it's not that much better than the original and it occurred to me, well, they don't really have a lot to work with. I mean, what's there is there, Right. And so, I don't know what I'm saying when I say that, but I'm just saying, the whole thing.
No, I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying.
The whole thing is more for a hardcore, like me, a hardcore fan.
Well, I know exactly what you're saying. It's like the stuff about the vocals have been brought right up, which is fantastic. You get to hear his voice.
Yeah, but
at the same time, I'm going to play. I'm happy with that. The original album. I'm happy with that,
Yeah. They've been brought up, but how much? Like for me, the casual listener, I don't think they should really buy it because it's not significantly different in any way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
probably not interested in all that other outtake studio stuff. Like, 3 of the 6 CDs in there is sort of like, oh, okay, okay. I don't know what their long term worth is going to be. But that's just me. I'm not speaking for anybody else. So.
I mean, to be honest, for anybody who's watching, the people that are commenting and all of us, the best way to go is to buy the 2 CD set. The one that's the remaster and then the outtakes, because that's probably be enough for you.
Yeah. I agree. If you don't own the album, you might as well get it because it's beautifully produced.
With the vinyl, is it true the CD set, the 2 CD set, but with the vinyl, I was disappointed that they didn't have Instant Karma and Cold Turkey on it.
Yeah.
A lot of people have said that, Paul. A lot of people.
Like, why not? Like, they could have put that on the bonus album. Like,
a lot of people have said that, Paul, and I agree.
Is CD that way as well? Like, did they?
Yeah, Doc's got it. I mean, why didn't they show? Why didn't they make a DVD of the promo videos too?
Oh, they might have, but not on this. This is just the 2 CD one.
Maybe they're saving that, Brad, for the next release. The deluxe edition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but personally, for me, I'm really excited when they come out eventually, whenever they do it. I really would be looking forward to Walls and Bridges.
Yeah, I like that album.
Fair enough. Yep.
Now, I think Walls and Bridges is a phenomenal album.
Yeah, it's really good. I think it's underrated. That
sounds good, Brendan.
Ethan, there's someone you should try and interview, May Pang.
Yeah, she's so hard to track down, though.
Well,
I could probably pull a string or two.
No, but seriously, she'd be someone really interesting to talk to.
Oh yeah. No, if you could pull some strings, that'd be fantastic. To have her.
He's got some strings going. Calling May Pang.
Get Alice Cooper to talk about John.
Alice Cooper. Yeah.
That'd be a great
I could get Harry Nilsson.
Harry Nilsson, of course. Yes.
He's gone. You're not gonna.
I don't think to say the truth, he might not remember much. Apparently, from that period, completely pissed.
He's gone. He died years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you did, I don't think you remember much from that little period.
Oh, the Lost Weekend.
Yeah. So the album I think is pretty, like the Plastic Ono Band thing is pretty good, but like I said, for the casual fan, I don't know if they're gonna really.
There you go.
Get much out of it.
That's why I was pushing the 2 CD. I think for the casual fan, that'd probably be the best way to go instead of the big CD box set, which is a lot of casualness.
Can I just ask you guys, where is it at the moment in the charts? Do you know? I haven't looked in Australia, but where is it in the charts?
I haven't heard. I don't know.
Is it in the charts?
I'm just going to have a look here now. I haven't looked recently. I'll just have a look.
Yeah, let's find out.
Somebody get Billboard up.
The other thing that struck me about the whole thing, like just, absorbing the whole experience of listening to all those different takes and everything. What I walked away with was, we knew this before, but you kind of take it for granted. But John was one hell of a vocalist. That guy could, he could really sing well.
His vocals
it might have been you, Doc. I said just the other day, is like he could have been the lead singer of just about any band. He had an amazing voice.
Yeah.
It really comes through on all those outtakes and all that stuff. It really comes through clear to me anyway.
His voice is really strong on that album, though.
Really strong, and he doesn't have a huge range, but he can sing a whole bunch of different styles.
Yeah.
And that to me was really like he can do, like John had the quintessential rock and roll voice, but he could sing ballads just as well.
And he can really sing baritone too, because he's good in his voice, the way he sings.
He can get down there.
Yeah. You're right.
But he had an amazing voice, and he could have fronted any band, honestly. And I think back, somebody mentioned the other day about, if you listen to the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus, right? The Dirty Mac, right? He was basically the front man of that little outfit for a brief time. And
yeah, he sure was.
man, it was amazing. Like
It was.
really great stuff. So
I'm just looking up. It's called the ARIA top, which in Australia lists this. I'm just stunned here. In the top 20, we've got the best of In Excess, the best of Cold Chisel, the best of Johnny Farnham. What else? The greatest hits of Australian court. They're all Aussie bands. This is the top 20 as of today, the 3rd of May. Unbelievable.
Wow.
What's the number one? Sunlight by Spacey Jane.
Who?
Exactly. I don't know that, but that's number one apparently. Number two
Jane.
is Lime Chocolate, whoever they are. I have to look at it another way because obviously it's a box set. So
I'm starting to feel old.
I've dated a few of those.
Oh, sorry. The number one is the Kid Laroi, and the song's "Fuck Love."
Well, of course it is.
Of course it is.
Well,
Wow.
there goes Doc's ratings.
Yeah. I know it's like when you look at the American Billboard chart, it's like who, what, that.
I know.
There's
Yeah.
nothing on there that, and you get all this stuff that's either a bunch of bass notes that boom, 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 talk over it, or you get that Billie Eilish.
Records that'll never be in my collection.
No, they will never. They're going to be in the $5 bin at Walmart next week.
Yeah.
You just watch.
Funny stuff.
But I was going to say a little bit ago about John Lennon's voice, how much of a rock and roll singer he was. But do you think 40 years later, would he be in the same boat as Paul where his voice is gone?
I don't think so because I think John's voice. You know, John was a little bit different in vocal because Paul. I mean, look at it. I mean, Paul's been on tour for the last 60 years, and I think Paul's really, running his voice.
Yeah.
Where John, he did New York City concert, and he did little one night stands here and there. So I think John still would have been pretty strong vocal wise, like kind of like I think he would have still done some pretty strong stuff after Double Fantasy, definitely.
I said years ago that Paul, the best thing he should have done would be to rest his voice for a while.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with Paul. There's two things. He always gave 110% on every vocal he performed.
Absolutely.
But the other thing I never quite understood is why he didn't ever change the key. Just change the key, man.
He kept singing it in the same key. Yeah.
Always sang in the same keys every time.
Yeah.
All he had to do was, change the key to help save his voice. Here we go, guys. It just entered the charts, Plastic Ono, at number 14.
Really?
Oh, well, congratulations.
It's just entered it.
Hey.
Mock show.
So we'll see how high it goes, eh?
Oh.
The Mick Jagger clap.
Have a guess what the other catalogue is in the top 10. Number 3, Rumours by Fleetwood Mac.
Really?
Yeah. Elton John's in there too with some box set stuff. Taylor Swift's obviously in there. What's number 1?
Now, Rumours is a fantastic.
Oh, Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is number 1.
Who's that?
Sting in my eye again.
Yeah, that's in Paul's eye.
She's been in the charts for 4 weeks. She's been in the charts for 4 weeks, and last week, you can see it. I'm not making it up. She was number 1 last week as well.
What?
Number 2 is Ed Sheeran.
No, he's another has-been.
Yeah, but good old Johnny and just entered the charts because it's only just been released here too. So it's just entered the charts at number 14.
Wow. Yeah. Like my dad said, well, he's a has-been and always will be.
Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm.
Back to Paul real quick. Are you going to get Paul? Well, either Paul. Are you guys going to get the Paul McCartney Imagined on vinyl?
Which one are you talking about?
No, I don't think
Reimagined. You mean reimagined?
Yeah.
No,
that's what I meant.
not interested at all.
I'm not going to bother. I don't think I'll bother. It's not him for one thing, right? It's a bunch of stuff, and I just, I heard some of it on YouTube, and I just,
I've listened to the whole thing. It's on Spotify.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I'm not
interested.
thrilled about it. I mean, it's just an odd. Don't you find it an odd thing that it's so fresh on the heels of the album. Like,
Yeah.
But as I said, I think it's his way of promoting it to a younger audience. Because all those artists, it's like us now. A lot of people know who those people are.
I don't know what the motivation is, but it looks like it's just the next thing in promoting McCartney 3. That's what it looks like, right?
I don't get the argument about him, pushing this for a younger generation. As a member of the younger generation,
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know.
Pardon my language, but no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
So there.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's the real. I'm just throwing it out there because at the end of the day,
if they like Paul McCartney, then they like the old stuff. I don't know if there's anyone I know that's my age that has even heard anything from.
I like what he did with Twin Freaks, right? Because that was a reimagining of different songs of his, and I like that.
Right, that was good.
He was actually part of that. Like he was.
Yeah, that's different, Paul. Yeah, that's different. Yeah, exactly.
I thought that. Like I didn't buy that album until a couple of years ago. It just like it was in my record store. I'd never even seen it before in vinyl. So, well, I'll get that. To be the completest. And I actually enjoyed it. I thought I really enjoyed that. I didn't think I would, but I did. I really enjoyed that album.
But as you said, Paul's actually part of that. And to add another thing too. His version of Sliding on Reimagined is crap.
Yeah.
Compared to the album, it's like no, what you did on your McCartney 3 is great. This is terrible.
Well, I'm giving it a pass unless I can get.
I actually pre-ordered the vinyl, so I kind of jumped on the bandwagon too early before I heard any of it, just because it was on colored vinyl, and Beating Brad loves colored vinyl.
It's so pretty, you can't.
But Brad, as I say, you're a collector. You've got to have it because it is part of McCartney. It is part of the McCartney thing. It's a different thing.
The hook.
So I fell for it. There's like.
Might be sick.
Reeled them in.
Yep.
Well, I do a review on it. I'd be interested to see what you think because I haven't heard the whole thing, and I heard enough to decide I didn't want it. But
there you go.
To me, it's just a covers album. You're covering material that most people don't even know yet. And it's sort of like, well, what is the point?
But they'll put what was the Dominic Fike song?
Kiss of Venus.
Yeah, well, they'll put that out as a single. The kids will hear it and they'll go, "Oh, a Dominic Fike song." Well, they don't need to know that it was written by Paul McCartney. All they're doing is
just some old guy.
Huh?
That's just some old guy.
No, they don't know Paul McCartney from a hole in the head. All they know is, Dominic Fike. It doesn't matter that Dominic Fike didn't write it. It's that they're Dominic Fike fans. And they will flock to it and go, "Oh, look, there's more songs on this album by." Well, I don't know. They'll sample it maybe and go, "Oh, like this is music for our generation, written by some old 80-year-old guy."
Well, it's like just a couple weeks ago. Well, not a couple weeks. A couple months ago, Yoko just re-released "Kiss, Kiss, Kiss." Okay, how many people have bought that?
That many.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's like, oh boy, from Double Fantasy, Yoko releasing Kiss, Kiss, Kiss. It's like, and then she also released Walking on Thin Ice and did a new video. She's even got a brand new Walking on Thin Ice. And it's like, oh, wow, really?
How many of you guys in 1980 were pissed off because John didn't release a complete album on his own?
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I waited 5 years for a John Lennon album, and I got half of one.
Yeah,
I never thought of it like that, but I see where you're coming from. Yeah. I was just wrapped it came out.
Like the stuff that John did was outstanding material, and then I got to listen to something that's not so outstanding. I'm being polite, okay? I know there's Yoko fans out there, and that's fine. God bless you. I'm not. And nor will I be. But
I hear you. I'm the same.
I was ticked off. It's like, why just, give me a full album.
Well, no,
Well,
I heard about all
much Yoko stuff too.
for 5 years, 4 or 5
Yoko's a great
years.
artist, and we'll even sequence it that you can't
But
put the whole site on without hearing at least 2 Yoko songs in
Well, I
between.
kept hearing about all these hundreds of songs that John has written and recorded and had, did demos for, and we get what, 6 songs?
well,
it's
Paul,
nice to take Double Fantasy. You can take Double Fantasy and make a CD of all of those John songs, and then take Milk and Honey and then put those together and make a complete
There you
album,
go.
which kind of
I did
that's
that with a
pretty
cassette
cool.
tape. I did that with a cassette tape back in the day.
Well, unfortunately, Paul, because of that idiot, maybe we would have got a complete John Lennon album down the line.
What
Yeah,
idiot?
We'll never know.
Was there? I know several idiots. Which one are you talking about?
The one that took him from the one that took John Lennon from this planet.
Oh, okay.
That idiot. Good evening.
When you say idiot, you got to be more specific.
I know. We get you.
One of the interesting interviews with John. This is 1980, Paul. I showed this earlier. It's an interview with John in 1980. The thing that John said, Andy was asking John, so what have you got in the works? And John said, well, I pretty much have got another album in the can, which we now know is Milk and Honey.
Yeah.
And he said, after that, I'm going out on tour.
Yeah, he had planned to tour. Yes.
Unreal.
Yeah, he actually started and working and doing the paperwork on planning on going on a tour, which that would have been
tour in '81. Yeah,
would have been phenomenal.
I'm not the only other person who've said this either. I mean, the other thing that I miss, if John Lennon was alive today, what he'd have to say about what's happening in the world today too. That I miss too. What his commentary would have been on the state of the world today.
I'm sure we would have had Double Fantasy reimagined then, right?
No.
Maybe Paul would have covered Double Fantasy. Who knows?
Well, the other thing we can surmise too, maybe think about, maybe John and Paul may have got back together again too. Being older.
I was thinking maybe John and George would have reconciled a little bit too.
That too.
Yeah. And I think we would have had a different spin on the anthology completely. When the anthology came out, it would have been so completely different.
We would have got that third song.
Yeah, that's right. We would have gotten that third song, and them doing some session stuff with all 4 of them together. I mean, that would have been fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think anthology would have taken a whole different twist. I think John would have had a lot of input on what he would have liked to have done with that.
Yeah,
I love the anthology, but if that was you can only pick one, I'd still pick Complete Beatles. I still prefer that over the anthology in some ways. I don't know why.
Complete Beatles is good, but I prefer the anthology. Well, guys, I'm going to head out for the evening because I'm going to go watch a movie now.
Okay.
What are you going to watch, James? What are you going to watch?
Lady Jane. It's about Lady Jane Grey.
Okay, cool.
Hooters.
Who's that?
Sounds good.
And a Hooters.
The Tutors. Not the Hooters.
Sorry, James.
Oh no!
Not here. You don't.
I swear that's what he said. I thought he said and a Hooters. Well, okay.
I will leave you with my quote that I always do on Rachel's stream.
What's that?
The love you take is equal to the love you make.
Well,
Peace and love.
There you
No
go.
autographs.
Hey, James.
Good to see you.
Brad. Nice to see you, buddy.
Bye.
Doc, don't forget to check your email because I sent you an email. Make sure it got through.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, guys. Bye.
Hey, man.
Good night.
Rock on.
I just got a comment on my George Koyman's video. You remember the golden earring guy? Did it back in February.
Mm-hmm.
I still getting comments on that. I've got over 10,000 views on that video.
Wow. There you go. Hey, well done.
Yeah. I just went and checked. I had 10,044 views as of this moment.
Wow.
You're going to be a celebrity.
Yeah, you guys don't know. He's the founder of Golden Earring, main composer.
I don't mean to cut you off. I got to go too.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
All right, but good to see you
sorry.
again, man. Really good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see y'all. Sorry,
Come
didn't mean.
again, Brad. Come again.
Good to see you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks
It's
for
always
being-
a good buzz. It's always a good buzz.
Is he gone or is he just playing with us?
I think I think he did this last time. He went to go off,
I
and
think he's still there.
he's froze.
He's messing with us.
Yeah. Come on, Brad.
I think he's lurking now to see what we're going to say about him.
Right. This is what I really think about, Brad.
He's really good at it, though, isn't he? Eh? Look how I don't think he's even batted an eye.
Let's go private chat.
If we wait
We'll talk about Brad.
because I don't think he's breathing either.
Poor Brad. Well,
Oh,
I'll have to bump him off.
He had to take a breath.
I'll have to bump him off.